Yo, what's up, guys? Before this banger starts, I want to tell you guys something. So, this episode is so gross. I'm just going to be straight up. It's fucking disgusting. So, if you're a teacher, you're my aunt, you're my cousin, you're Spellman's aunt, you're Spellman's mom, shit, I don't think you should watch it. Spellman had to go for this episode, so I stepped in, okay, I clutched up. Hunter and Keegan are on. It's a banger! Enjoy the EP.
In this week's episode of
The Ins and Outs podcast.
But it's not like I'm taking the shower head and putting it up my butt. I don't use my hand or anything.
Then do you just walk around with like itchiness? Or
I
like,
literally wipe every time. It was one time and it slipped my mind, and then I wiped after.
I promise you, this is going to sound even weirder, but I have multiple pictures in my phone of him not wiping and sending it to him.
Enjoy the episode.
Episode 13, Ins and Outs podcast. I'm Cole Brown, and I'm with two of the boys right here.
Hunter Lane right here.
And who else?
Keegan Lane.
You know, Keegan Lane has been on before. It's his second showing of it, but it's going to be better. I know the first time he didn't talk that much.
Not at all. He did not talk at all.
Why didn't you talk? Keegan, explain to the people.
So I was a bit nervous. I care what people think about me a lot, and that's something I want to change about myself. But I care what people think, so I didn't really want to say anything stupid or unintelligent.
You know, in person, Keegan is just so talkative and so loud. You know, if I had a class with Keegan, he's throwing pencils up, he's being a menace. But then he got on the pod and he didn't really even do anything like that.
See, that's where me and Keegan are different. We are not like he's kind of a shy guy, to be honest.
Really?
In a different he's a shy guy. Only when he was a kid, he was so shy he would not talk to any other person than family or friends. He would not make a new friend. I was the opposite. I was a complete social butterfly. I could talk to anyone and everyone around.
Why, Keegan? Why are you so weird?
I don't know. I feel like I was a bit self-conscious growing up, the way I looked, and I was always pretty short growing up, and I didn't start growing until I was about like sophomore summer, and then I shot up, and now I can make friends whenever I want, but I feel like growing up I was just self-conscious and cared what other people think more. But Hunter always talked to anyone, everybody, just about anything. Just making new friends, doesn't matter who. And I was just quiet, stood back, watched.
Who got more girls coming up?
It was definitely me.
Definitely
No.
I pulled
Negative.
I had so much riz it wasn't even funny.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I think throughout middle school I had around 4 girlfriends.
Do you still know some of them to this day, or did they move on? Like, are there still some that go to go to our school?
Yeah, I know some of them.
Name drop them. Who were your girlfriends back then?
Pass on that one.
You call pass?
Yeah, I'll call pass.
All right. Well, you know, Keegan's got a girlfriend, and you too. Well,
Yeah.
Keegan, do you have a girlfriend yet?
Basically, yeah.
Well, this episode's gonna come out in 2.5 weeks from now. So by that time, I bet Keegan's gonna have secured the bag. I think.
I think I've already secured the bag. I'm just waiting. It's on my time. And
To ask her?
What are you waiting for? Like, what is wrong with what's going on now?
I'm just thinking later on, me going to the military and stuff like that, it's just going to be tough. But, you know, I think I might as well just risk it, you know, have new experiences and strengthen that bond. But, you know, who knows?
I think you guys hang out a lot to the point where it's just like you guys are basically dating right now. So it's like, why not just be official?
Yeah. To give context on who we're talking about somebody who has already been on the pod. Keegan, name drop.
Madison Graham.
Madison Graham. They're homies. They're
A little more than that.
They're a little more than that. How often do you guys hang out? Would you say?
Every day. I'm sorry.
Well, it depends on if we have like separate practices. Like if she's got late practice and I got early, we don't. But probably tomorrow we're gonna hang out. I hung out with her yesterday, and usually every day.
What made you start liking this girl?
We just started hanging out. I mean, we hung out with Drew and all of them together, and just I've known her for a while, and she's just great, you know.
We talk about Drew as if he's not here, but he actually is here, an audience member. But if he had a mic, I wish he did, but he doesn't. And we don't have enough cameras because we're broke. But if we did, that'd be dope. Who do your parents like more? You guys are twins, if you guys didn't know. Hunter and Keegan Lane, both twins. Who do your parents like more?
Keegan, 100%.
Why is that?
Because Hunter, growing up, was a shithead. He never listened, never cleaned his room. Even now, I clean the bathroom, and when we did share a room at Dad's, I always cleaned everything. I did the laundry, and I always told you to clean your stuff, and you never did. And you still don't clean to this day. You piss on the carpet, the ground.
His pisses on the carpet?
The toilet. One time I was cleaning our bathroom. And this could be my stepbrother Jace, but he moved out. But I had to rip the carpet off the ground because it was stuck to the ground from, I would assume, piss.
So here's the thing. Keegan's just as gross as us.
No.
He just cleans
No.
it. And I don't know if this is too bad for this, but Keegan does one of these things where before he showers, he poops, all right? And he does not wipe. He cleans
Yes,
that in
I
the
do.
shower.
I do wipe.
Why would you wipe it if you're about to go in?
Are you kidding me?
Why would you wipe it before I go in and clean?
So
It's not like I use my hand to wash my ass, but
I know, but
I
there's still
I
poop
do
there.
wipe.
That's what the wipes are for. It's not like
I do
we're-
wipe. That was one time, and it's just slipped my mind.
I promise you, it's every time.
No.
I don't know. I don't think it's that gross if you're about to get in the shower.
Really?
Is this controversial?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, that's gross. Everyone uses that shower. Unless you have your own shower.
But
then
it's not like I'm taking the shower head and putting it up my butt. I don't use my hand or anything.
Then do you just walk around with,
No.
itchiness? Or
I
what
literally
do
wipe
you...
every time. It was one time, and it slipped my mind, and then I wiped after.
I promise you, this is going to sound even weirder, but I have multiple pictures in my phone of him not wiping and sending it to him. I'm like,
I also
this is
have
disgusting.
videos of Hunter not. Let me. No, I won't whip one
wait,
up
what do
now.
you mean you have videos of him not wiping? How do you know if he's about to take a shower? How
'Cause-
do you have videos of him not wiping?
Well, no, because he'll get out of the shower. He won't flush. That's the gross thing. He won't
You
flush.
won't either, Hunter.
He won't
Oh,
flush,
that's disgusting.
And there's just a log there. There's just a complete... There's just a log there.
It's not true.
it's just
It happened
completely
one time.
gross.
Hunter's fibbing.
I can pull 3 or 4 pictures up on my phone.
I can do
right
the
now.
same thing, of the diarrhea you had,
Okay.
Okay,
and
we
you
can
could
stop
just
it there.
and you just did not flush or wipe.
Okay,
not
let's
a
stop going
solid
at
one
each
either, like
can-
one
we
that
can-
floats.
We can stop going at each other now.
No, I like it. I like the
Really?
banter.
We'll just stop talking about poop.
Yeah, poop.
That's disgusting. You don't wipe though.
I do.
Well, you might, but I mean, I don't know if I believe it.
I wipe all the time. It
I'll
was
show you
one
after the
time.
pod.
I'll show you after the pod.
I want you guys to talk a little bit about your future because the reason why we're doing the pod, I got a little sidetracked in my mind, but the reason why I'm doing the pod is to have it so we can all look back on, the guests, you guys, everybody in the community, and be like, God damn, that was a cool ass, experience. I got on the pod, or I participated in the pod, or I got a T-shirt, or I got a sticker. I remember it, right?
Yeah.
So tell yourself, think about the future self. What do you want to have accomplished?
Well, that was a question I was gonna have for you. Why did you start the pod?
Well, there's your answer.
You started the pod. Okay, I see it.
For the memories,
So you mean
your future goals and stuff, kind of.
I'd say my future goals is just to be happy
Mm-hmm.
in life and not see, I wouldn't say I want to be rich, but I'd want to have a good amount of money so I'm happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can, if I want to get freaking McDonald's, and then I can get McDonald's, but that's just
The truth.
yeah, exactly. Or say I want to buy something for my pickup, something like that. I can get that. I just bought new tires, and it hurts. I am
the
not
pocket.
driving around as much as I am, it hurts. Money's happy for me. Money is happiness for me.
How do you plan on getting money?
So right now I have a couple options, and one right now that I'm actually going into is heating.
HVAC, right?
Yeah, HVAC, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get trained here within, I'd say, the next 3 months, and just getting trained to when I turn 18, then I have a job.
Mm-hmm. I know you told us downstairs because we're filming this on Britt Brown's 69th birthday, Thursday, November 17th, 2022. So, you're telling us that Batman and Jacoby Wilkinson's dad is going to help you. How did you get that hookup? You just have known him for a long time?
Yeah, so I've always talked to him about, like, he's kind of explained to me how he does it and stuff like that, and I've just been like, wow, that doesn't sound boring. That sounds like something I would have fun and get the money I would like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And working with friends, family, that'd also be a perk, because they'd be my boss, because they're way higher up than I am, or I would be.
Well, yeah, you got that interconnection with them, kind of.
Yeah.
Like they'll help you out, and they'll be maybe more patient than some other type of employer would.
Yeah.
How about you, Keegan? How about you? Your future goals, and how are you going to obtain them?
You know, I think the same thing as Hunter. You know, I don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
I don't want to be struggling in life. I mean, even if I'm not rich, as long as I can at least take a vacation every 2 years or something like that with my family, or at least provide the things that my kids or family wants. Because living paycheck to paycheck is not something I want to do, and it's something I fear in life. That's one of my biggest fears, is not being successful in life. Because it's just, you could do one thing wrong and it just would mess it all up, and it's just like a lot to think about. So
Yeah, I remember one time, it was before a cross-country race. I think it was state last year, and me and Espen were sharing a hotel room to go to state, and we were talking about like our goals and kind of the similar thing to what you just said, like one wrong thing. But that one thing has to be so fucking bad in order for you to like mess everything up. Like I think about kind of like you got to be super unlucky if that happens. You got to get into a car crash and like break your legs and not be able to walk out. I'm thinking about Colby Montez. Like something like that's got to happen for you to like kind of be unsuccessful, or not unsuccessful, but like kind of may hold you back, you know. And that's just kind of like fate, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And I've been
Shout out to that guy. I miss that guy.
Yeah. He's
and
great.
I've talked about this before on the previous podcast, but I plan on obtaining them by going to the military, and I would like to do 19 Delta, which is like a Cav Scout, which means you're first in and last out, and you get to blow stuff up, go mess around with tanks, shoot stuff. But if I'm thinking about my future, I should go into the radiology field, because they give classes there, and you can be a medic, and they pay for your housing, food, classes, stuff like that. So I would like to do that, because it sounds like a fun job. My stepsister does it, and it's a job that you make a lot of money in. And if I do it correctly, even if I re-enlist, you get a re-enlist bonus. And if I just learn more, I can come straight out the military and go into a job that I'll be making $50-$60 an hour.
What do you think you'll end up doing, the Cav Scout or the medic? Like honestly, what do you think you'll want to do more?
I would like to do the Cav Scout more, but I think I'm leaning more towards the radiology thing, because thinking about what I was just talking about, I don't want to be unsuccessful. If I did the Cav Scout, I'd have to go through schooling after, which would just take more time and money. Instead, I could just get it done while I'm in the military and go right into a job as soon as I leave.
Yeah, and I think that's like working the system, doing the medic kind of deal. Because if you do that, dude, you won't, like, you might get deployed or something, and you'll have to like go help people or go to some base far off. But likelihood is you're not gonna die, you know. And some guys like that, they want that rush, and respect to them, fucking amen. But like, I think if you want to be more smart with it and look at it long term, the second option for Keegan is, I think, better. What do you think about it, Hunter?
Yeah, so I feel like as his brother, I would obviously want him to not go to the war, you know, not have a chance of dying, make more money. Because what if one day I'm homeless?
You're staying there.
And he's
You're staying there, buddy.
and he's in the military, and I'm sitting there under a bridge, like trying to contact him or something like that. But if he's making a lot of money, I would hope that he wouldn't be too mad at me, you know, just staying on the couch for a little bit.
Honestly, I wouldn't. even though me and Hunter growing up have been fighting all the time, I remember like from ages like 4 and up to like 13, we never had a nice thing to say about each other. We were always fighting, throwing punches. Basketball got heated, or the fights on the trampoline. Like we just did tricks on the trampoline and stuff. We did that for a long while, and then it got too heated and we got in fist fights and stuff like that. But now, in growing up, I realized that he is the person I can trust the most. I can trust him with anything, no matter what, and I love him to death. And I don't care if he's homeless. I don't care if it sucks, but like
You're helping the boy out.
he'll sleep on the couch.
Yeah, so I remember one time, I don't remember what we were arguing about. We were sitting in my dad's Ford, his old 1997 Ford, in his single cab. I know what we were arguing about. So it's a bench seat, you know, how it's like one seat here, one seat in the middle, and there's a stick because it was a manual.
Make sure you hold the mic closer.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You're good.
I'm like...
What?
So
Keegan's making dumb
the
face.
driver's seat, there's a seat in the middle
Uh-huh.
with the stick, and there's a seat here. Me and Keegan were fighting over who was going to sit not in the middle in the other one. And I think I lost on a rock, paper, scissors, and I ended up socking him in the face.
Like hard?
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
Yeah. And it was just like, we always got angry at each other. No matter what it was, if one thing wrong was said, we were fighting. I remember I called him a buck-toothed loser one time because Keegan's teeth, he had a gap between his teeth for a while. I called him a buck-toothed loser, and he was so pissed.
That hit home. That hit hard.
He was crying. I think, did we fight?
Yeah, I threw a rock at your head.
He threw a rock at my head. It ended up hitting me in the butt, and then I hummed a rock right back at him.
Did he hit him?
Yeah.
I did him, yeah.
Well, now you've gone through that stage, and now it sounds like y'all got a lot of love for each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we don't hang out as much, but we
try to.
We try to, but we hung out for a while. We had like a weekend where we hung out all weekend. It was one of the most fun weekends I've ever had.
Yeah.
And it just made me realize that having a brother that close in age is something that not everyone gets to go through, and I'm really lucky to have him.
Mm-hmm.
I think one part of, like, as growing up, having someone the same age as you, it's like living with a best friend for too long. Because we ended up fighting and fighting. Me and Kobe actually did that. Katie and Batman's son, or not, Katie's son, we ended up starting playing basketball. I think I fouled him. He threw a ball at me, and I hucked it right back at him. This was at my house, and then he pushed me against my fence, broke the fence, and then left, just started walking down the hill. I remember we had to go pick him up in the car, and he had to stay with me because I think his parents were out of town.
No.
Yeah, I think
The
he
thing
had to
about
stay with me.
The thing about us, though, is like basketball always got heated no matter what,
Oh,
even
yeah.
if it was a small foul. The basketball always got hucked at each other, and it hurt because it was usually raining out, so everyone was like cold, and it stung. But since we're all such good friends, we've been friends since 3rd, 4th grade. Me and Hunter, I mean, we always fought during the day, but we always got back to it, and like we always made up and stuff like that. And
We
that's
never
how it goes.
Hated each other.
No, I've never hated my brother. I may have said I've disliked him, but like deep down, I always still love him, and he's still like my number one supporter, I guess. But with guys, I feel it's different because like guys, we can have an argument in basketball class. Like me and Eddie have arguments in basketball class. Like I dog on him like usual because I'm way better than him at basketball, but you know, I just dog on him. And then after that, like we're heated in basketball class, and after that, we're done. Like we make up. But like girls be angry. One thing they say makes them angry at each other for weeks, or they become not friends, or they break up the entire team because of it. But guys, I feel like we just get over it. I mean, it's not that serious. It's basketball class, so it's like
It's gonna be heated. It's competitive. It's as competitive as you're gonna get with your friends, and they're your buddies, so you're gonna give them shit. Like, obviously, if I block the shit out of Keegan,
never happens. Never.
It actually happens a lot more than you think. if I block the shit out of Keegan,
You can't get off the ground.
my hand is going to the ground, and I am stepping on it and saying, "You're a little boy." Yeah.
No, you don't get off the ground. You may be able to bob me around, but you have no bunnies.
See, he says this, but like I got just as much bunnies as him, but he's like an inch taller than me.
And
And
I
I
got
get
long
up there.
arms.
He's got
You don't get up there.
he's got
You
you know
barely
what?
get into your truck.
One thing I used to make fun of Keegan for all the time is I said he looked like a praying mantis.
The first time I met Keegan, no, not the first time. Like once me and him started to become buddies, I said, "Keegan, you look like a hawk, dude." Because his nose.
What? Oh.
And I used to go around him. I used to say, "Caw, caw, caw."
Yeah.
did
I
I
at
call
first.
Fucked up at me. I'm sorry, Keegan.
No, it's fine. I've gotten used to it, but
You don't have a big nose. I don't know why.
He's got a big
yeah,
nose, let's be
I've got a
honest
pretty
here.
big schnoz.
His name for a while on my phone was Phineas.
That's what everyone calls me. Like Payne, she calls me Phineas. But going back to when we weren't friends, when you first got here, I thought you were just going to be like looking at you at the fair. I thought you were like, oh great, another fuckboy.
100%.
Dude, California middle school, bro. I get why you thought that.
Yeah.
Seeing someone from California and knowing California, I don't know if it was like because you were a good-looking guy, just you frustrated
Yeah,
me.
you freshman. I'm like, oh god, another fuckboy take away all the girls.
Take away all the girls.
Even though we don't have that big of a pot to choose from.
No,
sometimes you gotta dig deep, but sometimes you gotta put a little bag over the head or something like that. Not right now. Right now I'm happy.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm happy in my relationship. Excuse me, sorry.
Good.
I'm almost 11 months in to a relationship right now.
That is nuts, man. Do you think you're gonna marry her? I know it's a big question. You don't gotta answer. You can pass.
Honestly, yes.
Honestly, yes.
Yes.
That's great to hear.
Yeah. Because, the reason I think this is because me and her are so alike. We argue. Gotta choose wisely here. We argue a good amount of time, but we never break up. We never break up.
That's good.
We've never taken a break. You see all these couples, they'll take a break and go flirt with other people. I've never understood that.
They are really
that makes
overprotective
no
of each other.
sense.
It's it's not as bad. I don't want to name drop it. Not as bad as Kobe and Haley, but sometimes one of them's angry and I'm trying. Yesterday. Y'all were angry at something. I came in to try
We
and
were heated.
make amends, and Liliana was like, "Get out, fuck you."
Oh yeah.
Oh, all
I
right.
mean, you did
so-
spike that volleyball pretty goddamn hard.
Okay, it's a circle of volleyball. If you
Okay,
don't want to
yes,
get it spiked
but-
to you, either don't stand in front of me or don't join the dang volleyball circle. I'm not just
Okay,
gonna kick it
no,
around.
No, I know that, but you've been told. Miss Buckmaster sat you in a freaking corner because
I don't care. I don't care what she says. I'm not going to just pass it around.
Liliana does not play volleyball like everyone else does.
Okay, then don't stand in front of me. It's simple
not like
fix.
She had the option to.
Yes, it's not like she's rooted to the ground. She can. I'm sorry, Liliana. I really am for spiking the ball at you. It wasn't my intent to spike it at you. You blocked it. Good job. But if you don't want the volleyball spiked at you, or anyone, if you don't want the volleyball spiked at you, just don't stand in the direct way. And I've learned to not spike it at the wall, because what's his face? The guy who sits in the wheelchair and bangs on it all the time, Joey.
Oh yeah.
I've come close to hitting him in the head. One time it was just 2 inches away and it just flew past his head.
Oh my
I
god.
think one time I hit 2 people in the face with a volleyball, and no one knew it was me. They thought it was Keegan. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Because I spiked that volleyball so dang hard, it hit the ground, it hit someone in the face. I'm over here busting up laughing, and Keegan has this face of guilt, of being scared. And they just blame him. And it's great. It's really great.
I remember. This reminds me of a story. Me and Espen, the boy, we were sitting on the bus going home, and it's when we both had to take the bus after school, I think. And there was a Russian guy. No, it was a guy from Germany. I forget his name. It was Franz or something like that. And he was fucking jacked out of his mind. He was insane. You guys remember what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember.
He looked like he was on roids. He was so big.
Oh, he was German guy. Was he in middle school with us?
No, he was a foreign exchange student. When we were all freshmen, he was like a junior maybe.
Oh, I do remember him.
I think I do.
He had those
remember this
bushy
kid.
eyebrows.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy was big.
He was scary as fuck.
and he could jump real high. Like he could like dunk.
Did
But,
he
like,
play basketball?
It was like one of
I
those.
remember that kid.
It was like one of those bodybuilder jumps where they just like crouch down and it looks like they just float up. It's not like a regular NBA player, but they just like crouch down,
yeah.
explode.
I remember my freshman year, there was this very skinny guy. He was about 6'2". He looked like he floated.
Yeah.
Like, I think one time, I don't know, I was an idiot freshman. I'm like, dude, you got to be hacking, bro.
You got to be hacking.
Like, IRL stuff, I'm like, this kid's hacking.
I remember Tanner one time. I threw up a brick. No. Scoville threw up a brick, and he's like, "Yo, my controller disconnected." And I thought that was the funniest shit ever because he like lagged so hard. My controller disconnected. No, but anyways, back to this bus story.
Oh, yeah.
Because you were saying you threw the volleyball, and then they thought it was Keegan, right? And it's just the funniest shit ever. So one time I'm sitting, so like on the side of the bus, it's like the bus, and then on the right side, it's the window, me, Espen, Isle, and then randoms. But then in front of us was the German guy, and he's sitting there with his like Skull Candy headphones in, just like looking at where the fuck he's looking at.
Yeah.
Weightlifting videos.
Some German stuff.
Some German just stuff. No hate to the Germans.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Anyways, so thank God the camera's on you, Keegan. So the German kid sitting right in front of us, she's just bulk as fuck, and I do the same thing you do with the volleyball.
Yeah.
I grab this fucker's head, and I go, "Rah!" and then I pull it back off, and I act asleep, as if I'm sleeping.
That's ballsy.
No, but I play it off so well. I literally act like I'm just like slumped. And then Espen, he's at a loss for words. He's dying. He doesn't know what to say. And the fucking German guy turns around. And he turns around. Don't you ever fucking touch my head again. And Espen's like, he doesn't know what the fuck to say.
That's ballsy.
But and then he turned around, hella mad. And I get up and I think I was crying laughing. Because Espen was just so like sad that like it just happened to him. Oh my god!
In middle school, I was demon.
You were a demon?
Yeah, I used to do this thing where I'd sit really close to someone, I would fart, and then I'd instantly blame it on them, and be like, "That's disgusting. That's so gross. Why would you do that?" Completely blaming it on them, and then everyone would believe it. I remember one time this kid got sent out of class. And he was crying. Who
Do you remember his name?
Oh, I don't remember. It was some. I think they would be, as I'm in 7th grade, they'd be 6th grade. I think it was, I don't know, some little blonde kid, very short. He like walked out of the class because it was, whose class is it? I think it was Bay's class, Mr. Bay's.
I never had him, so.
And he's stern guy. He's nice, really nice guy, but very stern. And he like walked out of the class, and I heard him crying in there, and I did not feel bad. I was a demon, bro. I did not feel bad.
Speaking of blaming something on someone else, it was sometime this summer I was working, and I dropped the Cosbys off at the pool, at work.
Oh yeah.
And some old lady went in after me. She's like, "Oh, the toilet's overflowing," and I like yelled at her. I'm like, "What'd you do? Why'd you clog the toilet?" And she's like, I didn't." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And she like walked out of the store, and I had to go clean it up. But it was realistic. It was mine who clogged it.
Oh, so you got mad at her as if it was hers?
Yeah, and then everyone like in the store was like looking at her funny. So, but I just played it off because like
I've done the same thing, but I was on lunch at work. I blew up our employee bathroom, and it was flooding, and I knew it was flooding. I walked out of there, and there's just, because one bathroom was already clogged, closed, done, not using it.
Who did that? Did you do that as well?
I honestly think I did.
Oh my, this fuck, dude.
big shits.
So
He wipes too much.
dude, when you have 1-ply toilet paper and your freaking finger goes through every time.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, you're sitting there ranger wiping it.
What does that mean?
Did you stick your finger through the
No,
hole?
no.
Okay, I didn't actually do that. But
I've heard
anyways,
that story.
anyways, I walk out and this girl from Starbucks is going into the bathroom, and mind you, it stinks.
Oh.
She's like 4'11". She's 17 years old.
Baddie.
No. And
It's like earthquake.
she walks in there and she goes, sorry, it's funny. She goes, "What the fuck died in here?" I just like overflowing. Mind you, I'm running. I am running back to the produce area. and then I cut this corner and she's like, "What happened in here?" And then I think she got the manager and she's like, "It's clogged." And I'm sitting there, I'm putting cardboard up and on this top here, and I'm laughing. I am trying to stop laughing, and they're like, "What are you laughing at?" And I'm like, "When I left, she said something died in here." I am completely laughing. I hope they didn't suspect it's me,
Yeah,
but every time I use the bathroom now, no one is there.
They purposefully leave.
that's your personal bathroom now.
I think it's my personal bathroom now.
Speaking of clogged toilets, you remember the time Eric came over?
Tell the story.
Okay.
It's probably the most disgusting thing I think I've ever done in my entire life. It was okay.
So Eric Loza, Eddie's brother, came over. We were all just hanging out up here. Went into the bathroom, took a crap. You know,
This was you or Eric?
this was Eric who took a crap.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Eric went in, took a crap. We were all just hanging out, and a little while after, Cole went in, and he came running out. He's like, "Eric, what'd you do?" And then he was pissed off, and he's like, "I just dipped my dick in your poop water because the water was flowing up to the top." And Cole was taking a shit.
Wait, so was it just dick, or was it balls and dick, or was it just balls?
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
So he dipped his tip in the poop water, and he came out screaming at Eric, and Eric was just busting up laughing.
It was probably the most disgusting thing I've ever done in my life. Why? Dude, just tell me. I'm not going to be mad. Just tell me.
Well, maybe he didn't know. Maybe he just flushed in and walked out. That's
Were
what
you
I do. I
really
don't look at
mad?
him.
Were you heated,
My
or were
dick
you?
was in his poop, bro. Of course I'd be mad.
I mean,
I was furious.
You were you heated? Were you
I wasn't
kicking him
gonna-
out of the house?
No,
or were you
it wasn't like that. But I was
what are you
pissed.
doing?
I was like, "Eric, what the fuck did you just do, dude?" And then there was did he spend the night that night?
Yeah, I think so.
And it was all the guys were spending the night. It was 5 guys were at the house. Me, Keegan,
Eddie,
Eric.
and we all went to the Y that day, didn't we?
Something like that. Or
yeah.
went to the Rock or something. But then it happens, and it's in the morning, I think, or is it at night?
It was I think mid-afternoon or early morning.
Oh yeah, it was that next day.
Yeah.
And I was pissed off. My entire next few hours was I took a shower, took another shower. I was just so grossed out by this thing happening.
Were you nervous at all that you were going to get maybe a disease or something?
No, I wasn't nervous about getting a disease, but I knew that it was just so disgusting.
Yeah.
I knew that I did not want anybody ever hearing about that. But here we are on the pod, and we say some things that get told.
Yeah.
So was it just the water, or did you feel a?
No,
like
it was
a
just the water.
log?
It was just the water.
Or no TP or anything.
If I felt that, Eric Luza would not be on Earth anymore. He would be in the ground.
Would that pull?
Was it
poop
murky
you
water,
away?
or was it?
No, it wasn't really murky. It wasn't like a fucking what are those things called? Porta potty. If it was like that, dude, imagine that.
I would probably throw up.
I would.
I got a porta potty story to tell.
Oh no.
Oh my god, this.
No more toilet stuff.
Okay, yeah.
No more toilet stuff.
So
the people have already clicked off now because it's so
Yeah.
much shit and oh my god.
All right, let's.
No, but if it's what you guys want to talk about.
No, it's not what I want to talk about, but this is.
But if you got a story, you
this
can tell
is
a story.
relatable. This is relatable.
Okay.
So have you ever fresh, brand new porta potty? You're I'm the first one.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
stoked, and it smells nice, because did you know they actually spray off the inside of there?
I did not.
Yeah,
Gross.
they spray it with some soapy stuff or something like that, and it just all comes down, and it smells good in there. I'm sorry, it smells good in there.
The new one.
Yeah,
The virgin one.
No, yeah,
The virgin one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you know how there's water in there. It's kind of a long draw, but not super long.
Oh no.
it drops, and the water goes.
No, it does not.
It did.
Stained your butthole blue.
I don't know about that, but it was so uncomfortable because I think we were at the softball fields, like the men's softball fields. Do you know where that is called?
In Tillamook?
Yeah, out by the airbase.
Yeah.
And I had to sit there throughout my dad's doubleheader.
No.
With gross, actually clean smelling balls. But
Oh God.
because it's clean, but it's still gross. Like thinking about it now, like there's still been other humans poop in there.
That is disgusting.
That is completely disgusting.
All right, no more.
All right,
So
yeah,
moving
let's-
on from that, we never asked you what you wanted to do.
Yeah,
Like,
wait,
what was your
sorry.
goal, or what are your goals? How are you going to succeed?
Oh yeah. I think this goes for everybody. Like if you work hard at something and you just give something enough time, I think you'll succeed. Right now I want to go to Oregon State or Cal Poly in California. Those are like my two main ones. I thought about going to the South, as I was telling you guys at dinner tonight, but I realized I hate cockroaches and really like hot weather. Like for too long, I hate that shit. When like the only place you can live is like in your house with air conditioning. I hate that. Like I would refuse to live in that. And so I'm not going to go to the South, but I'm probably going to stay on the West Coast and go to college for construction management. Learn about construction engineering, so like what goes into how to build stuff, more advanced math, and then the practicality of like the business construction side, and then maybe go help build my own houses, do stuff like that. I'm super in like architecture and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And just working in that entire
Is that
field.
like a little bit of drafting as well?
Yes.
Like you've taken dance class, draft and design.
I'm in drafting design right now.
Oh, right now.
And
How
I
do you
love
like
that
it?
class.
You
I hate
love
that class.
Yeah.
I actually surprisingly I liked it, and everyone hated it, but I like it.
I love that shit.
I love
I
it.
hated it.
But I feel like I'd want to get my hands dirty. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I wouldn't want to sit there and I wouldn't necessarily say boss people around, but kind of boss people around. Like I would want to be the boss of the construction,
Yeah.
of doing the work, building the houses, stuff like that. I got a buddy who's right now doing construction out of high school, got his diploma right in there. He did not need anything else but his high school diploma.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's because he knows people. I mean, obviously,
Everybody's looking for a young, spry guy, dude, who has, even if you don't have any fucking knowledge.
yeah,
you
he's
can
good with the
learn how to
shovel.
swing it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you can get better, dude. It's
Yeah,
just like that.
exactly. It's like he's actually he's not the smartest guy at all to say. He's a good guy, great guy. He's not that smart, but he's learning.
Yeah, practical shit.
Yeah. Like he worked at Rosenberg's and didn't know what a 2x4 was. And now he's got it all down, like 2x4s, 4x4s, all this. He's got it all down. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I'd learn more on a job site than I would actually in school. Cause
I
school,
agree.
100%.
school, I'm just dicking around. I'm walking the halls more than I am in class, and just like the atmosphere, like being with my friends, and like worrying about grades. I worry about my grades, yeah, but like I can easily get them up. But like if I mess up in the actual world, like on a job site, I'll just be kicked off. So it's more realistic for me, and I feel like those people are focusing on just that. I have to go to school to learn about multiple things, but if it's just like something that I'm actually learning about and I want to do, I feel like I'd pay way better attention and just learn better.
Well, and when you have money involved too,
Yeah.
and you have like something to like live off of, like you actually want to go to the job, or even if you don't, it's just like the job and school are just two completely different things.
I feel like you should need till 8th grade because that gives you all the base knowledge you need to know without this high school geometry, freaking all this stuff. It's
Depends.
just, I mean, it
It's a bit- yeah,
depends
it
what
depends on
job you're
person.
going into, but like it just, I mean, obviously you need high school, but like I wish in high school they taught better classes. Like I wouldn't say it'd be a class, but just like how to do your taxes.
Home ec.
Like
I
we
talked
have
about
that
this.
last time?
No, I talked about this last one. Home ec class. We need to. I wouldn't say get rid of the classes that we have now, but at least maybe try and hire some more teachers, expand the school, because we have that kitchen room, but like we don't have like when our parents were in school, they had classes taught them how to sew, do taxes, balance a checkbook, take out loans, cook,
Yeah.
all that
And, like,
kind of stuff.
We got a cooking right now. I mean, he's a great teacher, but like he's trying to follow a curriculum other than, hey, we're going in this, follow my lead, we're cooking. If you mess up, you learn.
That's the mentality you have to have.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you mess up, you learn about it later. Like it happens. And especially if like that teacher is not, because right now I think Doma, he is paid for some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Until we got a sponsor. I wouldn't say a sponsor. Fresh Foods down here in Manzanita.
Yeah.
Like sponsored them for food, but he has a problem of like, he's like, yeah, I'm being nice, like grabbing like the cheaper stuff. Like instead of like yeah, it's a sponsor and he wants to grab the cheap stuff to be nice, but they sponsored you, grab the good stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
But yeah, some of the cheap stuff can like be harder to
change the
work with.
taste. Yeah, change the taste, harder to work with. And there is that kitchen is nice, but there's lots of problems.
Yeah, like, well, for example.
Stoves, our stoves are, I bet you my dad graduated in 86 had the same stoves there. I
feel like a
one
lot of
time
things.
I went to pull down the oven and the handle almost broke. It's, I could sit there and like wiggle the handle up and down, like it's not that great, and we don't have all the utensils and stuff like that we really need.
I feel like a lot of the appliances at the school or just anything have been there since Teddy went there.
Oh,
Like the sinks, the sinks that you push down and the water comes out, you can just take the tops off.
Oh yeah.
Or like the water fountains. I mean, they're new, but like they don't work. The stairs, creaky. I've fallen down them multiple times. The gym, the upper gym,
Sue?
that has been there forever.
Sue?
Sue? Yeah, Sue.
And it's not like we're a poor school, you know? Like it's not like
We have
it's
money.
not like we work on a budget of like $1,000. We have
have
enough
so
money
much
to fix these simple things. There's a leak down by Q's room. Like whenever it
God,
rains,
that's
it's
been
like a
there
whole
for
ass lake.
years.
It's a whole ass lake there.
He has to put fucking towels down.
That's
and
been
it's
there
not
since
like
my
it's gonna
freshman
be.
year. At
It's
least.
not going to be a $1 million fix. It'll
Mm-mm.
probably be $1,000, maybe $5,000 to put some more concrete or patch up the leak. It's not hard. I mean,
And there's a leak in the gym.
Yeah,
and mind
above,
you,
like,
we just got like a, I wouldn't say, well, it was brand new 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we still have that water that just leaks down there, and it's actually now a dead spot. It's a dead spot in the gym.
A dead spot as in what, like no grip or something?
No. So
when you
basically,
bounce a ball on
when
it,
you
it doesn't sound like that. It makes a really bad sound. Like say you bounce a ball on it, the ball wouldn't bounce back up. It would just drop.
it will
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it bounce. It
But
just
just a
wouldn't
shitty bounce.
bounce. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not something you want to be playing in a basketball game. Bounce that, and then you miss the ball and it gets stolen. Like, yeah, it's. I mean, we have a good amount of money. I wouldn't say we have a lot of money.
I think
but
like what
our school has money to fix the problems we have.
I've heard like I think 14 million. I don't know if that's true at all, but like that's what I've heard. And it's not like especially that leak down by Q's room. It's not like it's going to be $1 million
like
fix.
yeah.
It's going to be $5,000. And that water fountain right next to the gym, it's been broken for years now.
I don't know
It's like
why.
you put a plastic piece on it and it works. It's
No,
$25.
I think there's something else going on in there because there's side plastic pieces. If the side plastic pieces don't work, then there's something else
Okay,
going
then
on.
buy new plastic pieces. It's not like it's
No, it's not. Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
So when we go to PE class, or I'm in PE class right now, the same water fountain. Let's describe it. So it's the water fountain is the type that you put like a bottle into, and it has a sensor, and it fills up and it stops when it's done. But there's no push button in it. Like the bar that's
Yeah.
usually right there, you push in, gone. You can see into the fucking water fountain.
yeah.
So whenever I need water, this is what I do. I go up, I put my head underneath, and I
it
press
just
the sensor, and I drink it.
Yeah.
That's broke boy as fuck. I don't care because I've been doing it for a year and a
Yeah.
half. But like, dude, it's probably
Shouldn't
not
take
that
a
hard.
year and a half to fix that.
No.
And if the money situation that I've heard is right, like we do have $14 million, we should. There's many things that we could build that would benefit, that all the students would benefit from, like more rooms for the teachers, better teachers,
Bigger hallways.
bigger
Well,
hallways,
better teachers is
better
hard
lunch.
to get.
Yeah, but there's not many teachers right now.
I feel like the bigger hallways would be a really
just-
big thing just because we used to be a little 2A small school. We're bumping up to 3. I think there's almost 100 or more freshmen
Something
coming
like
in
that.
now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I don't know if it's like a priority per se. But
I think a number one priority is
the leaks.
food.
Yes.
Dude,
I know
have
you've already
eaten
talked
multiple-
about this, Cole,
I've,
but
I've eaten a lot of school food, and I've gotten like food poisoning from it. I had chicken with blood dripping down the side of it, like
no,
fried
you have
chicken.
not.
I swear, it was like that fried. Like some of the stuff, like those chicken burgers, they they slap, but like that chicken drumstick, it was bleeding down the side.
That's disgusting.
I still ate it, but like I was hungry. But like,
I
what else am I supposed to do? I can't not. I'm not just going to go hungry. I'm going to eat it, but you know, I paid for it later on. Going back to the poop, but
I walked the first time I walked in the food room, I can't count how many expired things I found in my hand. Like on my hand. Like I went in there, I found a Coke from 2 years ago.
Did you drink it?
That's disgusting. I did drink it. We drank that.
I feel like soda wouldn't be a bad thing.
No, but like
I don't care. if
also
that
there
did,
was
I'd drink it.
there was like a bag of rotten lemons. You walk into like
eat
the
those?
seasoning room and it stinks. I mean, that's probably just because it's seasoning, but like all of it could be replaced. We do not know how long that has been in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's not necessarily the school's fault. That's just like a
No.
funny kind of thing that happened because they're not going to go in and care about the food that's really
No.
necessarily in there.
Isn't this like our first year having an actual food class, like a cooking class, since like
Like
a long time? Yeah.
It's like 3 years.
Yeah.
if you call that
too
a
long.
Yeah, because when we did COVID and we had Zoom, there was a foods class and a food teacher, but she was old supposedly and was going to retire,
Geezer.
and then so COVID just made her retire.
Yeah.
Yep.
And something else we could do is we have a really good baseball team. I'd say one of the best, you know, and it's just building a facility so we could practice all year long. Like we had to practice up with the in the wrestling room, and it just, I mean, it'd be a good amount of money, but you know, like I feel like it'd be worth it in the long run because we have a really good baseball coach, we have good
Amazing
coaching
baseball
staff,
coach.
and I feel like if we had that, we could coach our kids better and do better. I mean, we do great all the time now, but like since it rains all the time, we can't always practice. So I feel like with a hitting facility, we'd benefit from it a lot.
Yeah,
What I heard is, you know where they're clearing out all that brush, where the new
FNRL,
FNRL is
Future
there?
Natural Resource Leaders.
I think that's really cool. The FNRL is pretty cool. But that was supposed to be a hitting facility. I was told that was supposed to be a hitting facility where that's at. I think things fell through. Money wasn't given to us, or I don't know the full story at all, but it was supposed to be
that area.
yeah.
Yeah, that area was supposed to be a hitting thing.
Speaking of sports, I've got a question for you, Hunter. I was asked this on the last podcast. Do you think cross country, what I say is a sport? Well, I said it was a sport, but do you think the kids who run for fun are losers? Yeah.
I wouldn't say losers per se,
Dweeb.
but I know Cole does this. I know Cole runs for fun.
Yeah,
My fat ass doesn't like running for fun. My fat ass doesn't like running at all. The way I see it, running's not fun to me. I mean, I'd understand because you have great stamina, right?
well, you get good stamina when you run.
I mean, yeah, like
Yeah, of course. But yeah,
it's
yeah.
not fun to me. Like I mean, you love baseball. Baseball is it your number one sport?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Why did you not play fall ball?
Well, because I already fall ball was going on when cross country was going on, and like cross country, like just how you guys feel right now after like running at basketball, you feel even worse than that. Like you are hella
cross
sore.
country?
Yeah.
Then why do you do it?
Because it's like it's fun, but like I don't want to add another sport on top of that.
It's fun. I understand that, but
What?
like if it's making you hurt like worse than what we're feeling right now, then like
But it's also like
it's not that fun at the end of the day.
it comes in waves, and plus then once you race, and so like before every single race, well, not every single race, sometimes when you run, you want to like train the day before, and then you have the race and you kind of run the race like a workout. But when it's like a good race, like a important race, you did Drew just shit himself?
I think so.
No, when it's like an important race, for example, state or districts, you take the 4 days super easy.
Did you make it to state?
sophomore
did, didn't you?
and junior year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now see, that's skill.
That skill. Why do you say that?
Well, because if it wouldn't be skill, then why is everyone else not making it to state? You were training your butt off, and it's proving, it's showing.
Yeah, it is fun. But what was I gonna say? So you take no, you're good. You take 4 days off or 5 days off, or you run, but super easy, And then once you go out and you feel like a fucking dog. You put your spikes on and you're going against like other like skinny kids, and you just get a fucking boost to ego, just fucking past them. Oh, you get past. I was not a star at cross country. I fucking sucked.
Yeah.
But like,
well,
not fucking sucked. Like I made it to state, sure, but it's like 2A or 3A, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like insane.
I mean,
but it better than the normal. Like if you took a person just out of high school, yeah, I'd smoke them.
Yeah, 100%.
In long distance. But yeah. But when you're just running past and you're smoking kids and you get like a fast time,
you get a high from that. Like I wouldn't say a high, but like a boost of like, I'm that guy.
Yeah,
that is me.
Yeah,
you know?
It's kind of dumb to say. Some people might say, but yeah,
I
feel like that guy.
No, I get it. I 100% get it. Like say when I hit a triple in baseball,
Not
it's
often.
just like
Not often.
I actually. Cool. I hit some. I know.
I
hit some few triples.
I know.
You hit like a ball to the fence, and it's a single for you.
It is what it is. You know what I mean?
His trailer is light. It's lighter than it used to be.
It's lighter than Kobe's trailer.
Oh, Kobe is the slowest.
Kobe's got a trailer in 4 low. He's crawling
the
up
slowest
Highway 6
kid.
low.
I love Kobe, but like he is slow. Like watching him run around the bases, I feel like I could run 2 laps around the bases before he gets home.
Who'd be faster, Kobe or
Caleb?
Caleb's faster?
Yeah, Caleb's faster.
You think so?
No, it'd be close.
Where would you rank me in speed on the team, Keegan?
Close to the bottom.
Really?
Who's the fastest, Umberto?
No, me.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
Deadass.
Easily.
Are you joking?
Cool, where would you put me?
No, deadass.
Be honest. I don't care. Be honest.
Just under half. Half, a little under.
No, I think
Okay.
Birdo. I could beat Birdo. It'd be close, but I could be.
Don't you think Eddie's pretty quick?
Not anymore. He used to be way quicker.
Why is he so slow?
He's not slow, but
he
he
started
just
this longer stride.
he started
thing.
longer strides, and now he's not running as quick as he was.
Huh. Yeah. Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like running though a lot. Like I haven't been doing it now. I went because my knee kind of got fucked up, so I've been training that up.
Yeah. Have you figured out what that was?
I went to physical therapy today. That's how I saw Wendy.
Oh yeah.
Because I went
She's
to
an
there.
aunt, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been going to physical therapy and that's been fine. I've been doing these band exercises every night, but it's like, it's kind of. I don't feel like it's getting super fixed, but it is kind of so. Whatever. I am playing baseball though this year, of course.
You are. I'm glad about that.
Yeah. Are you guys going to Arizona?
Yeah.
Are you going to Arizona?
Yeah, I'm going to Arizona. One thing I do have to say for you, Cole, is you're gonna have to train hard. Humberto is a very good player.
Oh, I know.
And he's a very good
dog.
He's a center.
Yeah, I know.
plays
He's
center.
going to probably take my spot.
No, I don't think he's gonna take your spot.
No,
but
he's
you
better.
Need to
So
train
why?
hard. I wouldn't say he's
I
better.
don't agree. I think
Because I love Humberto, great guy, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like,
I hear he's a dog. He hits dingers.
he has
yeah,
bombs.
but he's not like Herder's. Like Herder has his players, and I don't think, like, you know what you're doing. You're an all around person at center. Humberto's just got a cannon. He's got a cannon,
thing
and
is,
he
I
can
think-
ground. He can catch a ball. He can ground the ball, but he's got a cannon too.
I think Birdo will be playing more short.
Yeah, Berto will be
'Cause
playing
Berto-
short.
Playing short, he was all-star. He was better than Eddie. I mean, at least in that game, he was throwing kids out from. He like ran to center field, take a ball from whoever's playing in center field, and gunned him out deep center field, threw it all the way home, and he's throwing 90 across the diamond from shortstop to first.
Did he get gunned that?
Huh?
Did like someone gun him at 90? Like, how do you know it was 90?
It's obvious.
No,
There were
it
some
was
scouts
speed, though.
there, and they looked at him pretty.
It's like, have you seen bench warmers when they're in the tournament and they pay this like guy like $20 and he has a paper and it says like I'm 12 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And he's like drinking alcohol on the mound and he's just throwing straight gas.
Uh-huh.
Birdo throws hard.
That's Birdo.
Yeah.
In a way, that's Birdo.
What I like about Birdo, I mean, he doesn't know how Herder runs, because like we all know if you start yelling or like freaking out, you're gonna get pulled. But Birdo, like he screams, he's like
attitude.
screaming, he has attitude, and like if Caleb drops a ball, which happens from time to time, he'll start cussing him out in Spanish. He'll start freaking out.
Oh, that's fucked up.
He'll start jumping around, be like, Caleb, what the fuck, blah blah blah,
And I
start
find it
screaming in
funny
Spanish.
That's fucked up. That can ruin a team.
It
Yeah,
can.
That's the type of player that is. That's the reason why I stopped playing baseball in middle school, is because I had 3 or 4 kids on my team who were like that. Ruins the entire atmosphere.
Like,
pretty
you
funny,
remember
though.
Ethan Scoville when we made it to state? What was it? 8th grade year.
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that.
I don't think
Scoville
completely freaks out on an umpire, screaming,
Oh, I've heard the
cussing at
story.
the umpire. Sean Harth
I've heard this.
walks up to him. What did he do? Did he
Like, okay.
grab him by the freaking shirt
okay,
and
so
pull him out of there?
Scoville like stepped up to the plate, and as soon as he stepped in, strike 3 got called, and he's like, what the hell? I wasn't even ready. Blah blah blah. So he took his helmet off, threw it, and then like he was like, Scoville's yelling at the umpire. He's like, that's bullshit.
He's
Blah.
pissed.
Sean came out, like grabbed him by the string. He's like, you need to get the fuck out of here.
Completely.
Don't come back. Get the fuck out of here. And like start freaking out, yelling at me. He's like, that's not what the fuck we do. Get out. And, like got
And
rid of him.
I like Scoville, but I respect that, because if Herder was there, I couldn't imagine what he would have done. I could not imagine what Herder would have done. Scoville would never play for our baseball team again.
I wouldn't expect it from Scoville though. It was literally out of nowhere. Scoville's a docile person, and out of nowhere he just started freaking out on this ump, and I was flabbergasted.
I can't believe that. I was scared.
Yeah, it's
To
like that.
say the
It's that
least.
tone in the voice. Hey, don't you ever fucking do that.
It's that
And you-
parent.
And all the guys around you are silent as fuck, just look at you. You're like,
Yeah.
oh shh. It doesn't have. It didn't. No, I don't think it's ever happened to me. I mean, it has a few times, not in recent. Oh, but I get that. I have that feeling like, oh shit, dude.
It's that parent thing, I think. It's like it feels like it's your parent.
reprimanding you.
Yeah, exactly. It feels
And
like you're about
especially
to
in
get
front
a
of-
whooping.
Especially in front of all your friends. It's pretty embarrassing.
I remember. We all know why Gage Wilkinson doesn't play baseball.
Oh
anymore.
yeah, God.
Dude.
You didn't play that hard, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Do you want me to explain, or you want to do it?
I'll
When do you
explain
guys
it.
go?
I'll explain. So we're at. It was the day after. Was it the day
No.
after Reno,
Yeah, it was.
or was it an entire different
No,
game?
I think it was. I remember going to Seaside after Reno.
I don't remember if it was
I
Reno.
don't think
but
it was in Reno because I was
it wasn't in Reno.
in Reno.
Anyways,
Yes.
so we're playing at Seaside, there's fields over there, and we're running, we're playing games, we get our asses handed to us by Napa.
Bad.
Handed to us by Napa, bad. And anyways, it's the end. It's like the 7th inning, and we only play 7 innings, right?
Yeah, and it's late at night. It's
And
like 7.
Yeah, and we're all tired. We've been playing games all that week, back to back, it's against insane teams, getting our asses handed to us, but like good because they're really good teams and they're bringing us up.
Yeah.
And some kid turns on the ball, and Gage is playing left field.
Right field.
No, left field.
Oh,
He was playing left,
yeah.
I think.
No, wait. Are we talking about the time where he caught that foul ball and,
And
just
he,
held it up?
yes,
Oh, that's right field. He was in right field.
he was.
Yeah, and he ran and surprisingly, I love Gage, but like he caught the ball
He's a great guy.
out of nowhere. He didn't catch any before that, and then like there was runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Uh-huh.
And Gage thought like since he caught it foul, they couldn't run, so he just went like that. He just caught the ball, and held it up so the umpire could see it. Like the guys just started running around the bases, and
Yeah, they tagged up.
yeah, they tagged up, and both of them scored, and like Herder freaked out, and
Oh.
then
But the only reason why Herder got mad, Herder would not. This is why I like Herder. He would not have given a. I mean, he would have cared, but like he really wouldn't have given a fuck if Gage tried to throw it and he missed or
Yeah.
something like that. He
Yeah.
tried, but the fact that Gage held it up and was like, "I got it," and they started running. He's like, "They can't," or he's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And he doesn't throw it. And then once Herder gets pissed at him because he didn't throw it, he's like, "Herder," or he like yelled at Herder, or like try to like say, "No, I'm right."
no,
like,
yeah, he tried to argue
I'm
with Herder,
right.
which is something you should never
I think I was there.
ever do. You should like never argue with Herder, and he tried to do that, and then that was
He
the
just tried-
last thing he did.
and then we had to run laps.
We ran laps like multiple around the football field, and if you stopped, you just started doing crunches, and then we kept doing crunches. And it was dark, we couldn't barely see, and then we just started running and running around the football fields into like an hour after the Napa kids left.
I think you guys played it weird because it wasn't like a league game. I think you guys played it in like Astoria or something like that.
It was Seaside.
No, I swear I was
No,
Astoria.
it was Seaside. It was their turf field. I remember Gage caught it like next to the houses over the right field line, and he just like held it up.
Well,
and I remember
okay, yeah, it might have been
field.
Seaside because I completely like I'll look over sometimes and I'll see that happen. I think I watched that happen, but me not playing, I think I was riding my scooter at the skate park there.
Mhm.
I think I was sitting there at the skate park and riding my scooter, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Herder went off on it, but for a good reason.
Yeah,
Gage
no, I
tried
get
to
it.
argue
Because
about
he tried
it.
to argue it, and it's the wrong rule. He's like, he tried to
Mm.
back. He's like, he just was being dumb. Gage was.
You never argue with a coach,
Especially Herder.
especially if the coach is wrong. You still don't argue with a coach, like they're your superior.
I mean, it depends. It depends on if you never argue with the coach. Because I remember I was in the thing with Watland, and we were doing this hitting drill, and I'm like, and I did this. It's like you're against like a bag, right? You're against like a punching bag, and what you really want to do is you want to turn on it. So you get stood up, and you have the bag right there, and you turn on it, and you want to hit it, and you don't want to let the bat bounce off. You want to hit it and fucking push it, like smack, and you hold it right there, and as if you're pushing it again. And I remember Herder kept telling me just to like tap it. I'm like, that's not how you do it. Like, I have never done it this way, and I've been at other like programs. Like, I'll do it if you want me to. Like, I was telling him, like, I'll do it that way, but like, I get more out of it if I fucking smack the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And like really use my power. And then Watland was telling me to like, don't do that, and I just kept doing it because I'm like, that's how I want to do it. And I don't know. And then people were looking at me, in the wrestling room.
Yeah, auction.
And they're like looking at me because I was like talking back or whatever. But I really wasn't. I was just doing what I had to do the drill as I feel. You know?
See, I personally think that drill's stupid, but I understand why that drill's a thing because I started doing that drill and like I do a check swing and like not actually like.
It's a terrible drill.
No, so see, I think it helps one way, but it's not a super common thing. Because say a ball's coming in, it's high, you know it's high, but you're already swinging at that bad boy. It's a little check swing. It's when you stop before the bag. Oh, sorry. It's when you stop before the bag, and it's.
But it's like, why would you stop? Like, if it's a ball, don't swing the fucking ball.
That's the thing, because we all swing at balls. We'll all swing at a ball. I mean,
we'll all swing the ball sometimes, but like you can tell, like you can see it out of his hand what it's gonna be.
Yeah, but like it's like, I don't know. I personally don't think the drill's stupid, but I think the drill you were doing is a lot better.
Yeah,
it's better. Yes.
You turn on the bag and you smack it and you hold it there and you push through it. Yeah, I love baseball, dude. I wish our school was more in the city because I feel like if it was more in the city, we'd face better teams. And not saying we're so fucking good or anything, but like when all the teams are a lot better. Well, actually, we're gonna get that because we're moving up to 3A. So that'll be a fun experience. We'll get our asses kicked a few times, and we'll
especially by banks.
We'll kick some ass.
And we'll
I
kick
feel
some
like-
ass, exactly.
And like, one thing I wish we had is like, I remember Ethan Longmire moved from Texas, great baseball player. I remember him coming here and talking to me, and he's like, so y'all got baseball year round? I'm like, that's a thing?
Yeah.
I did not know that was a thing. I wish we'd have that.
We can't.
Why?
Well, the weather, we can't baseball year round.
I think that fucking sucks.
I mean, Portland doesn't rain a lot.
No, it does, but the thing is they have indoor facilities. They have indoor cages. They have indoor hitting facilities. They even have like indoor stadiums or like places you can go, not like a massive size stadium, but like places of like turf where you can bring your team and just hit inside and do grounders inside.
Yeah.
And I mean, Portland doesn't rain as much as we get it here is what I'm like saying.
That's
like,
true.
We could play games once a week throughout the year. In Portland here, it's just got to be a schedule thing. That's got to be like, you look at the weather, you you schedule the game.
It'd be a big effort to do that.
It'd be hard, really hard.
But I think you could, I guess, maybe.
But I would do it because baseball is my favorite sport, and that's something I would do all year round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I lived in Fort Worth, Texas, there'd be baseball all year round. And that's where these fucking guys who go to the league come from. They come usually from the South or like the central part of the United States where they're playing all year round.
Oh, yeah.
And of course you get some in California too. And even Oregon, sure, there's some. But like, if you're in a state that's warm and that you can play this sport all year round, no matter what sport it is, you're naturally going to get better because simply
100%.
you're doing it more.
Yes, you were doing it way more.
If you get like 10,000 more swings a year than somebody else, you're naturally going to be better.
You can always train inside, but it's not the real thing. It's not playing a game every week in a hot place.
It's that mental aspect of it too, the mental aspect of going in game.
Yeah, I feel like playing in a game helps you a lot.
Yeah.
If I played baseball and I just sat there and trained for years and didn't play in a game, I would not be good.
No,
I would be terrible.
I think it's different because, like, when I'm batting in practice and they're pitching about the same speed as the guys in game, I hit it fine. I have no reason to be nervous. Like, I'm just practicing. But as soon as I get up and they're throwing the exact same speed, same kind of pitches, I crap the bed, you know? I just start, like...
It's intimidating.
Yeah, it's better to get used to the intimidation and knowing how to deal with it.
Well,
Because you don't... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You go.
Because you don't want to fuck up. You don't want to fuck up.
Yeah. No, but
I think you said that already, but I
this was what made me get all league first team that when I was a sophomore was what Watland told me. He's like, you know that intimidation thing, you feel it, but just like go up there and say fuck that kid, and like I'm gonna fucking rip your ball. Like I will smack the fuck out of your ball, and if I don't, oh my fucking god, it's not like you're gonna beat the shit out of him, but you're just like, I am fucking a better player than you. I work harder than you. I'm going to fucking take your shit. Throw me a curve, dude. Try and make me go to my knees. I'm going to sit back and turn it right field. Like, oh my God. Like, when you have that mentality of like, I'm going to fucking kill this kid, that's what worked for me.
I like
Hella.
that.
Because
like
you're
that.
not scared and you're like, I hated going against those people in fucking Reno, those pitchers, because they were so good, dude. They'd throw 89, 91, 87. And when you throw a curveball, I remember I literally went to my fucking knees because I thought it was coming at my damn head, and I look up, and I go, fuck, I got punched out by a fucking guy who's 6'2". You're like, oh my.
Surprisingly,
Pissed
we
me.
have that. That kid, what was the last game we played in the Dalles?
Oh,
That kid was
Doofer
throwing
guy.
sidearm upper 80s.
The one where we lost at the,
The
end.
doofer?
Yeah.
In the quarterfinals.
That guy was just that.
He had a slider. He had a curve.
It's just some people are just, I guess, born different. Like
Yeah,
you
there's
can
some
you can
people that are
train and
built
train and
different.
train, but like some people just are born to play baseball like that. Like that kid, switch hitter, could hit it out anywhere he wanted. He had multiple pitches, just throw 80, and he's just
Same with that pitcher on Napa. He's
Oh,
a
yeah, true.
pitcher and a catcher,
But
and
the
he's
thing is-
amazing both.
But the thing about that Drew kid is the thing that like that the guys didn't really understand is that Drew's. I've talked to him. He's just like the homie. He's just one of the guys.
He's a nice guy.
And people would put him on a pedestal. He's got some nasty pitches. I'm not saying he doesn't. But when you're a batter or you're a pitcher even, or a baseball player or any sport, and you let somebody into your head and everybody was like, oh, we're going against Drew. We're going against Drew. I knew from the second people started saying that, we're going to get fucking creamed. Because
Yeah,
people
it's-
were scared of it. You got to just say, fuck that kid, respectfully. But fuck that kid no matter who it is. Turn on his fucking ball. And if he strikes you out, hey,
He
it's a
strikes
game.
you out.
Good game. Like,
yeah.
good shit. Next time I'm going to come up again, and next time I'm going to smack it. And when I go against any pitcher and I think like that, you might strike out, but like you're at least proud of yourself because you're like, oh, I went to fucking war. I lost, but like again.
Yeah.
You can't lose in that situation. You know, you might strike out, but you're learning.
Yeah.
I love baseball like theory and shit and just
Yeah.
like mentality stuff.
I can talk about baseball forever.
Maybe we need to start a baseball podcast.
We do.
A baseball pod. I like that.
We need to get one of the pros on.
Oh, imagine.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So I got some not about baseball.
No, it's fine.
It's about my job.
Yes.
Well, so I wasn't working. Like I got off, clocked out. I'm like, yes, I get to go home. Like, you know, you're happy.
Make sure you hold the mic closer.
Oh, sorry.
Very good.
You're happy when you're like ready to go home. Like you're going home, you're like, yeah, I'm happy.
Uh-huh.
I walk out the door, chilling, walk into my truck. This fucking tweaker behind me goes, "Fuck you."
What?
And I'm just like, well, that just puts me in a shitty mood. And at this point, I was like, I don't give a shit. I turn back at him. I'm like, fuck you. I get in my car and I drive away. Or I get in my truck and I drive away. I'm just, I have a lot of stories about tweakers at Safeway.
What's been the worst tweaker story at Safeway? Or like the most memorable, that you feel?
Okay, I got two. One's not about a tweaker. So one of them, I was sitting there doing the pumpkins, like looking through them, seeing if there's any bad ones. I'm just minding my own damn business. This tweaker comes up to me and goes, "The fuck are you looking at?" I'm like, I look at him like, huh? And he's like, "The fuck are you looking at?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm looking at you. I thought you said something." He's like, "Yeah, that's what I fucking thought." Walks inside, tries picking fight with my other coworkers. And I'm just like flabbergasted because I'm like, I didn't know humans could just start off so angry without knowing me.
Oh my God, yes.
It's hilarious though. And like, see, I wasn't mad because I thought that was the funniest shit ever. That brightened my day. And
That
then
brightened your day.
Yeah. And then I keep looking through the pumpkins. And when he walks out, I'm like, "Oh, have a nice day." He goes, "Fuck you." I'm like, all right. And then
What's the second one?
I don't know if I should really say this one because it's like, I mean, it's something that happens. It's not that great. You can cut this out if you want.
Okay.
I'm sitting there working. All of a sudden, I look over and I see this lady's husband dragging his wife into the back room.
What?
No, wait. There's context.
That's context. We need this.
I guess she's like I wouldn't say a victim or whatever it is, but she has seizures.
Oh, she has seizures. Okay. So
Yeah, so she
that's
passes out.
That's different.
He drags her to
I
the
thought the
back.
story was going to different.
Yeah, me too.
He drags her to the back, and as she's seizing in our back room, I forget about her. I finish with my cart. I walk back there because we have like that door, you know what I mean? Like you hit it with your cart and it opens. I literally almost smoked this lady with the goddamn door. I hit the cart on the door, and the lady's like right there. I'm like, oh shit. I stomp on the brakes. Like I stomp on my feet and pull the cart back, and I just walk away. I walk
You
away.
try and help?
She was seasoned. What am I gonna help her
Oh,
with?
maybe
did
put
the
her on her
cops come?
side.
No, her husband knows what to do. Her husband's been like told about this, what to do, and all this.
Oh. So she doesn't have to go to the hospital for it.
Yeah, I guess her husband like just didn't want
Everyone's seeing.
everyone seeing her just seizing there and stuff like that. And the
dragged her ass to the back.
and the weirdest thing is like they continued fucking shopping.
Who did?
Well, yeah, you gotta treat it normally. You can't treat it like
Them.
a
She got it from her seizure. Completely didn't know what was happening.
Oh
and
wait,
kept shopping.
this wasn't an employee.
No, some random lady,
Oh.
and she kept shopping.
You can't treat
Savage.
it.
I'm like, what a soldier, dude.
You can't treat it like a burden. I feel like if it happens on a regular, you gotta just like.
No,
Push
but you
through it.
feel like shit after it.
Oh yeah.
Why would you? I just have my husband do it or whatever.
Gotta
you
feed
know?
the kids, you know.
She was an old lady. What is she gonna feed? Her
Gotta
cats?
feed her cats or something.
I mean, like that. I don't know. I just felt horrible for that lady because she got dragged to the back. Like she looked lifeless, getting dragged to the back. I thought this lady died.
Really?
Cause she wasn't like sitting there doing like the C's, you know, like shaking, but she was getting dragged to the back lifelessly.
God.
Cool. Have you ever had a job?
Have I had a job? Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked at the fish place, the fish food cart.
Here?
In Halem, yeah.
What's your worst experience with some person?
I didn't really work the front ever. Like I didn't do the cash register.
You did cooking?
No, I didn't. I wish I did cooking. No, I'd like meal prep.
Oh.
So like you cut everything up that you give to the people who do cook.
Well, like, what's your most memorable or worst experience ever? Just anything.
With cooking or with the job?
Just anything in that job.
Okay, I'll tell you. So at the job, we have to make like tartar sauce, aioli, cilantro, lime dressing, just like a bunch of like stuff, and you have to make gallons of it. because like they put it on the fish or they put it on the tacos or whatever. And so I was making, I was making like aioli sauce, and I had to make like a half gallon or something, or some like it's a big batch, you know, because you only put like a little bit on, like it's a big batch. And so what you're supposed to do is line up all the ingredients. Like, so you have the poppy seeds, the salt, the blah, 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 the paprika, whatever goes into it. And you have like 10 things. And then you measure it all out. You put it in. You put the mayo or whatever you put in there, right? So I'm putting everything in. I get everything out. And I get to the poppy seeds, right? And you're supposed to put like 2 cups of poppy seeds in this. Like, a cup is a lot of fucking poppy seeds. I'm like, holy shit. So I put 2 cups of poppy seeds. After I put everything else in there, I put the massive half gallon of mayo, I put the vinegar in it, I put the paprika, I put the pepper, or I did everything else. And then I look at it, what I just put in there, the 2 cups, and I'm like, that doesn't really look like poppy seeds. And I check the thing, and I have this massive tub in front of me, and I put 2 cups of black pepper.
Oh my God.
In it.
Did you have to pay for that?
I didn't have to pay for it, no. But I told the woman who was working there, and it wasn't the owner.
You didn't try and hide it?
No, well, I didn't try and hide it. I had to pour it all out and do it all again.
Oh, I've hidden stuff like that. Like, I think we talked about this a bit. I don't know if we've talked about it on the pod, but
The corn dog falling on the...
no. I've done that too. Yeah.
We should talk about like the
gas
premium
cap.
thing.
Oh, the gas cap. Tell the gas cap
premium
story.
thing with the person you know.
Huh?
The
Oh
premium.
yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
filled
this is hilarious.
Some
Oh, no, you filled it with Prem or something?
yeah, it was a gas car, but it was she asked me to fill up her gas. Like, we were hanging out, and she's never filled her gas before. She's like, "Oh, you work at a gas station. You should fill it up."
Who?
They don't know yet.
They don't know yet. I'll tell you after.
Because this
okay.
is when premium was like 5.
560, 590.
It
Yeah.
hit 6. I know that.
Yeah,
It did.
It was probably.
And
up
we were at
there.
Fred Meyer, and like the buttons are flipped. Like at the Shell where I work, it's like regular, mid-grade, premium.
Yeah.
But opposite Fred Meyer, it's like premium, mid-grade, regular. So I just I was out of habit just clicking regular, and I filled her entire thing up with
It was not
premium.
An accident.
Huh?
It wasn't an accident. He knew.
Well, I on accident at the start, and then like I didn't stop it. Like it hit $1. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I just let it fill all the way up. But going back to the gas cap, and it's only been on tweakers, like on vans and stuff, like where they wouldn't even notice it's gone.
So you work at a gas station, basically, and you'd fill up people's gas, and then...
Yeah, and I've forgotten gas caps. Like sometimes, like the gas doors that open, sometimes they've got little latches that you can hang the gas cap on.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't, so I just put it on top of the pump. And like sometimes I'm in a big rush, so I just like shut it and they drive off, and then I realize it's still on top of the pump, so I usually sneak it
keep
into
them?
my jacket, so I don't get yelled at, and then I throw it in the dumpster later that night
Why
in the
would you not
bottom of the
keep
bag.
that?
Huh?
Why would you not keep that?
Why would I?
You can sell those for like $5-10.
I don't care, but I sneak them into my jacket
It's
pocket,
the hustle.
and then like
Gary V.
and then I just put them in the bottom of the garbage bag below all the paper towels and stuff and everything, and then I dump it in the trash. And I've done this multiple times and haven't been caught.
Well, now you are. The Shell supervisor is going to watch this, and you're fired, Keegan.
Good.
This reminds me
you,
of a
Shayna.
story. This reminds me of a story about Liam Sullivan.
Okay, tell us. Story.
I think you've heard this before.
Mm.
He used to work at the co-op, the local co-op in Tillamook.
Mm-hmm.
He filled some gas vehicle with diesel.
Oh no, this dumb
Fully
ass.
filled it with diesel.
That ruined. You have to go. You have to go to auto shop.
You
and
gotta
you have to
get
get
the
it
whole-
entire pumped.
Cleaned.
Yeah, you have to get it
completely.
cleaned.
And so, thank God he didn't start it, because that would have put diesel right in his motor and just completely killed his motor. I don't know if it was Liam who realized or the guy who realized, but it just completely screwed. Liam didn't have to pay a single dime, and
No,
he
the company
was
pays
still
for it.
hired
That's what
there.
I was warned when I first started working there. Like, if you fill it with diesel, you'll probably be fired, but you don't have to pay for it. We have to. And
Liam was still working there, though. He did not get fired.
I can see how you'd make a mistake there, because like on the pumps, it has one side diesel, one side gas, like on the same pump. But there's been multiple occasions it's happened at my store, which it shouldn't even happen, because like there's
It's
three separate
green.
pumps. There's 3 separate pumps. There's a gas pump with 2 sides, gas on each. Then the middle one is diesel, bright green, smells bad. The tip nozzle is twice as big, and you can just tell. And then the far right one's gas. So it's like you have to be going out of your way to fill it up with diesel, like fill up a gas car with diesel to do it.
And I can understand those small little trucks that are diesels, and you're like, oh, it's a gasser. If you can't tell like the noise between like a diesel and a gas, I
Or
mean,
the
like
smell.
some people don't know that, you know what I mean? And like I would understand that, but the people say that like fill it with diesel or whatever like that.
Yeah, that's how I was talking. Or Steve Overstreet, our baseball coach, said that he was going on a massive trip, like 4-hour, 5-hour drive, and he got all of his kids in the car, the wife in the car, whatever, and he goes to the Tillamook gas station, fill her up with diesel, and they put gas in it.
Wow. Did he start it?
He didn't start it, no. But like then they had to tow it out. They had to go get it cleaned. The entire family's in there with.
Did he have to pay for it?
No. Tillamook.
Okay,
The gas station pays for it. If it's their fault, they'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, what a hassle, man.
Wow.
What an actual hassle.
What a just day ruiner.
True, because then
I would be so pissed.
he said it took 4 hours for them to do it.
Yeah, because you had to completely flush everything out, lines, stuff like that, fuel lines, everything. You got to flush it out.
And then on top of that, then he had to drive fucking 5 hours. Holy shit! You just turned a 5-hour day into a 9-hour day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tillamook County Crackhead.
Thank you.
Thank you. 90% of the people who work at gas stations are tweakers.
100%.
Yeah, but a lot of them are nice though.
Yeah, they're nice, but like they spend all their money on crack. You know, I feel
I watched
great.
a deal go down at Shell.
yeah. I have to.
I was getting gas, and this guy comes out, goes to tap up the gas station worker, grabs something out of his pocket, and I see it because he's not slick with it. I see him
He ain't slick with it.
drop it in his hand, dap him up, and leave. It was like a little baggie. I'm not talking about
My
bike,
Shell?
Sorry. No. Tell
Okay, good.
And it's a little baggie, and I'm like, what is that? And
Did you actually ask him what it is?
yeah, I did. I asked him. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, oh no, it's just something for my buddy. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm obviously, if he's gonna hide it like that, I'm not gonna be like, oh, what is that? I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, of course you're not gonna
completely
go
ask
into it.
some random tweaker I don't know. Like, did he just get cocaine or like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Well, the sheriff was in school the other day talking about his job and stuff, and he just said there's a massive like heroin problem in Tillamook County,
Oh,
which
yeah?
I didn't know. I mean, I knew there is some, of course, just like any town, but like he said, it's really, really bad. Like there's a lot of meth and heroin going around.
Have you never seen like the needles on the ground?
You must not hang out in Bay City or Tillamook very often.
No, I don't. I
No.
live in
Yeah.
Northside.
Oh yeah. Well,
So
they
I
hide. Well, they meander.
Who did?
into all the tweakers in Tillamook and Bay City. More Tillamook. That's where you see like nunchuck guy, or you see
Is
like.
it Nunchuck guy?
You've never heard of that?
No, I've never heard of Nunchuck guy.
Nunchuck. There's a
Oh
guy in
my
Tillamook who's
goodness.
always flinging around nunchucks, and like you can honk at him and he'll start doing tricks for you.
No
and stuff.
way.
And like people yell at him. He starts like chasing after him. He's had like multiple assault charges for like hitting people with them, but he always comes back. So
I don't know if you've seen this, Cole, but there's a truck that drives around Tillamook to Nehalem that has no top on it. He drives around with a helmet and like a dirt bike helmet and like glasses. Drives around like that. Bed full of shit, no top. Mind you, this thing is some clapped Chevy, and it's just like ticking. You know, it's like while you're going down the road. It is terrible. I find it the funniest thing because he'll park it safely and he'll vibe.
He'll vibe.
He'll sit there and he'll vibe. He'll sit in his seat and just look straight and just vibe.
I'm glad me and my brother at least got a job where you get to work with the public
With
and stuff like
public,
that. Like
yes.
You like
instead
that.
of working at a coffee shop where like you get the average just regular kind of guy.
Quirky kind of.
Yeah, but working at Safeway, the sketchiest grocery store, or at a Shell, just experiencing the kind of people you meet. It builds character, I guess. It just shows you like if you are unsuccessful and you do drugs, that is what you'll be.
That's a great point, dude.
It's like
Literally.
it's good to be.
It
It's good to
shows
know.
what you can and can't be in a way.
Yeah, it just shows
Like-
like if you don't get a good job, I wouldn't say you're automatically a tweaker, but like if you start getting into drugs and you just spend all your money on that, you're going to be like them. So I feel like if you work with them or work around them, I feel like always just remember to just to not be like them, just get a good education or find a good job and just stay away from drugs.
That's good advice.
What is one thing, Kian, at your job that pisses you off that people do? That just grinds your gears?
I've got a good amount. Do you want me to pick just one?
Just top 2.
Top 2, when people piss all over everything. I don't know why.
That's you? That's you?
That's
fucked up.
I've done that.
I don't know why
Pissed
people
on the
do
wall.
it, but like they just, for some reason, they're like, oh, it's the gas station bathroom. Who cares? So they just like whip it out and apparently start
You've done the
helicoptering
same
it.
thing.
Narc. They just start helicoptering around, just going everything, got it on the mirrors and stuff, and
That's bad.
and then I have to clean it. And then like people ask stupid questions, like they're standing in the chip aisle. You got any more chips?
That is my number one pet peeve.
Where's the bananas?
I
They're
had
standing
this.
right in front of them.
I had this lady ask me where the dragon fruit is, and mind you, it is the most. You know what dragon fruit is, right?
Are they pink inside?
No. On the outside they're pink. I mean, they look nothing like any other fruit,
Uh-huh.
and it's just sitting there right in front of their face, and I'm just like,
I always
and
like
they're
I always like to answer with a bit of
"Ooh."
sarcasm.
see, if I do that, I get fired.
I don't care. I it's just
I do
especially
answer
with the tweakers, because
sarcasm.
like, what are they gonna do? Chase me behind the counter? I don't care. I'll spark you. You'll be done.
Spark? What do you mean?
Punch 'em.
Oh.
Knock them
Cool.
out.
I have a question for you. How
Tweaker, leave them on the sidewalk.
does this sound to you? So, you're getting trained at a job.
Mm-hmm.
Say you're getting trained as a job as working in a grocery store, and you see someone stealing. What do you do?
Like if I was in your position, like Safeway,
Yeah.
and then
If you saw someone if you literally watched them walk out with a cart full of groceries, what would you do?
it would depend on how they looked and how I interpreted them to the reason for why they're stealing. If it's like a mother and her kids, and like I would definitely let that slide.
Really?
I would let that shit slide. But if
I
it's
mean,
like
like-
some fucking college kid who like
Thinks
who's
it's
kinda-
funny or
who
teenager.
yeah, who's being a dick, I'd fucking chase after him or something.
I don't care who
Would you
are.
would you ever
That's-
tackle or
Oh yeah.
if they ran?
I would form tackle the
'Cause-
shit out of a tweaker.
Here's
I
the
would
thing.
actually lay him out on the concrete.
When I was trained, I am, I guess not legally, I am not allowed to talk to someone who's stealing. If I see someone stealing
You're
and
not
I
allowed to?
can't say a word to them.
That's a clutch thing for me.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
it's like if I see some little asshole kid stealing candy, and I'm like, wow, what a dick. I can't go say anything to him. I cannot say anything to him. The one thing I can say to him is there anything I can help you find?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense at all.
So what are you supposed to do? Tell on him or?
I mean, you can tell the manager. It's not like they can do much.
Wait, but that just makes it easy to fucking steal.
I could go steal some. No,
Yeah.
I think maybe just for you, but I feel like if you tell the manager, they have to
The
do something.
managers can do something, but they can't, like, run after a person. If a person is, like, stealing something, I mean, they'll call the cops, but they might call the cops, but it's not going to get there. The cops aren't going to get there quick enough. It's like...
That's
it's
weird.
I feel like at the Shell, I don't care who you are. Steal something. I don't give a shit.
If
Really?
if-
Unless you're being a dick to me, then like if it's like, because there's nothing above $20 in that store. It's not like they're stealing a diamond or something, or like it's not like they're stealing medicine. You know, it's like they're stealing a fucking thing of M&Ms.
And if they are, I'd be
I've
more.
watched people steal stuff.
and you-
I just let them walk out. I don't care. It doesn't affect me anyway. I'm still getting paid the same.
See, that's true.
I like sometimes I don't do my job that well.
Don't you
Just
have to do inventory and stuff? And
I don't do inventory. I basically, since
I
I'm
don't either.
below 18 and I can't sell alcohol, tobacco, lottery, I'm just a gas boy. I clean shit, I stock stuff sometimes, and I just pump gas, pump propane, gas.
I'm not supposed to be technically working in produce.
so you can sue Safeway.
No.
just kidding.
No. I don't know if it's I'm not supposed to, but I can't carry a knife like the produce knives we have to cut stuff,
Yeah.
and I can't do the cardboard, like crush the cardboard and stuff like that. So there's really no point in me even working in produce,
Mm-hmm.
but I still work in produce. I have a question.
Yep.
So, you know what a courtesy clerk is? Kind of pushing carts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Going from that to produce, do you think you should get a raise?
Going from pushing carts to actually stocking groceries. Yeah, sure.
I didn't get a raise at all.
It's a union. Go kill him.
It's a union. Is it a union?
I feel like that's not a good topic. Let's hop off that. That's my bad. It's like,
No, it's fine. I like it.
well, it's not interesting.
That's fine. But I mean, yeah, it definitely can't really go anywhere. But it's a fine
Yeah.
question. Do you guys see yourself ever being teachers at all? Like, would that be a career job you could do?
Yeah.
And if so, what kind of teacher would you be?
I thought about this for a while. From freshman year to like sophomore year, I loved history. I would love to be a history teacher. But the more I think about it, it's like, I'm not getting paid enough money.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid enough money to deal with the asshole kids who don't want to learn.
I think I would like to be I've thought about it, but like also going on a Hunter's thing, you don't make enough money. But I really like history, but also being a PE teacher is probably the easiest job you can do.
Shout out to Q.
Shout out to Q, but
PE
like
teacher, easy.
you tell people to run, and if you don't, you just write them a referral. I don't care, and then you can you can do the sports as well. So I mean, it's an easy job, but you don't make good enough money. So I don't think I it's on the table, but that's if like. I don't know. I
Shit
just
hits the
probably
fan.
wouldn't. Shit hits the fan. Just be a teacher, like
And I don't see
bricklayer. They make like $51 an hour laying bricks.
Yeah, like I don't understand getting the 4 years of college
Yeah.
at a university or whatever to get your master's degree
Or
paying-
bachelor's.
or bachelor's, whatever it is. And well, most teachers get masters after that.
Some do. Most of the
I
teachers at our
think most
school
of our teachers do.
have
Yeah.
masters.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe a few.
Maybe if you okay.
Not cute.
Well, when they
Maybe
get
he
their
does.
masters, they are paying so much money, and they're not getting enough money in return. I feel like teachers should get paid way more.
Especially since without them, our world wouldn't run.
We'd be stupid.
They're like the reasons our world would run, because like without them, we wouldn't know how to do anything. They wouldn't make like food, any of that. Like without them sacrificing, dealing with shitty ass kids like Hunter, then they wouldn't. Like
Dude, Keegan's the
wouldn't
worst.
function.
He shows up in half my classes. He'll just walk out of class and show up in mine.
That's what Liam does.
That's Liam's
Dude,
is
Liam
in the
has
halls
not
90% of the
class.
day.
Belkmaster's been cracking the whoop down on him though.
She ever since we did the walkout. Oh, we should talk about the
Just
walkout.
trip her downstairs.
Oh yeah. let's talk about
Ever
the walkout.
since we've done ever since we
Balls
did the
shot.
walk, ever since we did the walkout.
Tell them what the walkout is.
Yeah, why
What
did
happened.
everybody walk out?
Why did we do it?
So our school for the last 3 years, well, okay, COVID, I don't really know if we count it. We have had closed campus. That's shitty. You can't even walk out to your car, eat lunch in your car. Okay, that one I kind of get.
No eating lunch in your car
Because how easy it is to no, how easy it is to like secure a vape.
Yeah, but the
I
thing
could
is,
just sit there and vape in my truck because you're not gonna smell like cigarettes. You're not gonna smell like weed. You're gonna smell a little fruity.
okay, yeah, but,
But
it doesn't matter. I feel like it's better to have it off campus if kids are going to do it, and they're going to do it regardless. Like since we have closed campus and can't even go to our cars, kids are just doing it in school now. It doesn't.
yeah, that's true.
Today somebody was ripping a ciggy, right?
Yeah, today was someone ripping a ciggy.
Someone was
little
ripping a dart. Yeah,
A little dart in the bathroom.
Dart action.
Oh, and then the other day I walked into the bathroom. There was just a green haze. There was like a haze of smoke, and I took a whiff of. And someone was smoking green, like
Dude,
someone was
I
ripping
walked
a bong
in
or
the
fucking
school,
or
yeah,
fucking J in the stall.
yeah,
and I'm
dude,
like,
I literally walked
I'm not gonna deal
into
with
the
this.
bathroom by Martin's. Someone was literally chilling there smoking a J.
yeah, but
No way. Actually,
Swear to God.
and it's
I-
not like they're smart about it. Like they're not smoking a cart or something, because carts don't smell. Like they're not smoking a dap pen; it doesn't smell.
Tell me
They're
if
smoking fucking green, smoking a J, or ripping a bong in the fucking school bathroom.
is this a bad thing? Like, I was sitting there pissing. They were ripping the J in the stall. I looked down at their shoes. I remembered their shoes.
Black Air Forces?
No, boots. I remember their shoes,
Dante Diaz.
and I found the person. Close. I found the person.
we'll talk about it after because I want to know who it is.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, yeah. I found the person. I know who it is, and I'm like, wow, That's not a surprise at all.
The person that was smoking the green in the stall was wearing black Air Forces. Now, I have a few ideas on who it is.
I got 2.
I don't want to say it on.
Yeah, I think I know who it is too.
I think I know exactly.
There's just like the balls you have to not even do it in like the showers in the locker room. Just the balls you have to do it next to the science lab, right close to the office.
Ripping a J in public.
Like just
Or
ripping a J in
bong.
the bathroom, and not
A
even
bong
like.
is just completely like
What do you just wait till you get home, G?
Yes, or do
I
it
mean,
before.
a J you could just slap in your pocket with a bong, bro. You're just sitting there just toking it up like in the stalls. That makes no sense.
And it's not
at
like they
all.
tried to hide. It's not like they tried to like zero the smoke or anything like that. They were just chiefing loud in the fucking stall, and they did not give a shit who fucking
How
walked
do you
in.
hide a bong?
In your backpack.
You tell me that.
Fill it up with like sink
I know,
water.
but no one takes
Sink
the,
water, urinal, fucking.
no one
urinal
Fucking
bong
get
water.
the water. Bro.
no one takes their backpack into the bathroom. How do you rip a bong in the bathroom? Like
No,
how-
you have to take your backpack in.
Yeah, which I don't think people would give a shit on.
No, I
But
guess
going
not.
back to that, I feel like the walkout, we
Oh,
walked
yeah,
out
walkout.
because we've had closed campus. Our freshman year, it
We
was
had
open
open
campus,
campus,
but
but
we couldn't leave because it was freshmen couldn't leave. But we protested. We walked out, even though we're not supposed to. We all walked out and stood by our cars for what, an hour and a half.
I
Yeah,
think it was
4:30 to lunch.
an
4:30.
hour and 45 minutes because it was an hour and 15 minutes plus our 30-minute lunch. So, Oh, do you think we should get more than 30 minutes for lunch?
I don't really care. I think 30 minutes is fine. If we,
I
if
do
we,
too.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I feel like, oh, I forgot who I was talking about. One of the teachers. I was talking to Dan about this. He was like, I
Angie?
feel like, yeah, I feel like one day out of all the week, we should have one class or 2 classes that we spend the whole day doing.
Yeah.
Like
Block periods.
wood shop. Yeah, like wood shop. Like you could sit, you could in 4 hours you could, you could build a bench in like 4 hours or something like that. Or cooking, you could cook a whole Thanksgiving meal, and like, well, okay, maybe not. In like 4 hours you could cook a whole meal and eat it. Like it, and I don't see a point. Well, I do see a point in cooking, but it's like we spread like a 2 hours worth of work over 2 days, and then everything gets cold and then soggy and kind of gross. Like we cooked noodles one day. No, we cooked the sauce one day, slapped that bad boy in the fridge, cooked the noodles the next. It was terrible.
I get it.
Yeah, like you think we should have those like block periods?
In my old school, that's how it was.
Was it one day a week or was it?
Wait, was it? I'm trying to remember. So one day you'd have first, third, fifth, each for like. No. This is what it was.
I feel like you should pick it though.
Monday you had all your classes. Tuesday you had all your classes. Wednesday you had 135. Thursday you had 246. Friday you had all classes. So on that Wednesday and on that Thursday you'd have extra time in certain classes.
Yeah, I
You know what I
see that, but I mean like in classes that need the time, not just like math. I mean, obviously you'll need the time for math, but it's like
See, that's the thing. If you have it in wood shop or have it in fucking welding, you'd have to have it in the other ones to make it.
yeah,
you
that's
know?
true to make it fair.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because like me and Dan had like a full like hour-long conversation about this, and I'm like, yeah, like I feel like the same thing because in that drafting design class, does it feel short? Does it feel like he does not have enough time to teach you?
Sometimes,
'Cause
yeah.
Sometimes we'd get into something, we'd be having fun, we'd be getting into something, and it's over.
Yeah.
Time's over. And I mean, school's not supposed to be necessarily fun, but it's, I mean, like, you want to have fun.
I mean, all right. Last topic, unless you guys anything. I've had a fucking blast talking to you guys. This is like been one of the best podcasts
Really?
for sure. I feel so open and I just
I
feel
do
good
too.
about
I
talking.
feel
Better
like I
than the
can talk
first
about
one I've been on.
How
That one was awful.
how long have we been on right now?
Probably about like an hour 40 a bit.
Hour 39.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Hour 39. Good eyes.
You want to shoot for like 2?
Hour 39 a bit.
Nah.
Oh, Keegan.
Keegan, come
Let's
on, bro.
just talk. Let's see
Yeah,
how it
let's just
naturally
talk.
Yeah,
goes.
let's just talk.
But no, but this has
like
been
I
super
enjoy
open.
this.
I didn't mean it like that.
Usually, what I want to keep doing is just talk how we are like right now with the future guests. Just like talk on a subject, go into it, and just like fully explore it, then go to something else. Because sometimes I feel like in the past I've been like bullet point,
Yeah.
but just going like exactly how we are, that's good as fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been asking too many questions. though.
Who's
Like,
No,
I feel
definitely
like-
not. You've been
no?
great.
Quick question for you,
Perfect.
Cole. Who's
Yes.
your least favorite guest you've had on this podcast?
I like this.
I don't know if I should answer that, but I don't
No,
think I
drop
have
that.
one. I don't have a terrible.
Yeah,
guest.
but like
Really?
if you were to rank them on best that you'd have again or like least not wanting again.
But I don't think I don't have one of those.
Well, think.
I
I
feel like
don't have one.
I feel like you're lying. You can't. You're
can't
like
lie.
a
You
parent saying like, "I love all my kids equally." You know that's bullshit.
You gotta you gotta have
Come
someone
on,
that you
know
might
that's
not.
Bullshit.
It's not like you're not like him as a friend, but like out of all the podcasts you filmed, you're like, damn, I don't want him
Yeah,
or
like
her
damn, that shit was
back again.
boring.
It's probably my
Like
first one.
like it wasn't.
thing
It
is-
wasn't
but the thing
fun.
is that when I first got on, and I was filming Nakai, wouldn't mind me saying this. When I was filming with Nakai, one of our first episodes, and I've gotten better on the mic too. You know, and if somebody did it for 12 or 13 episodes, you get better at it, and you'll get more
Yeah, yeah,
comfortable,
yeah.
and you'll just feel better about it. But I thought when I filmed with Nakai's, I loved the episode. I love Nakai. I thought someone might find that boring because of the stuff we talked about. I
You guys
enjoyed
kind of talked about like, how would you say that? Like,
valedictorian
Math and
stuff,
shit.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
stuff
just
like
like
that.
running stuff like that, stuff that Keegan would deem dumb.
nerd,
Dumb.
Exactly.
dweeb shit,
What
like
one might deem nerdy,
D&D and
but
shit.
I don't regret it at all, and I would never
D&D.
take it down, and I will keep it up till the end of time with the podcast because I was talking to him, I like him, and I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
conversation. I
You
don't
ever
regret
done-
it, but I realized someone else could have thought that episode was boring. But
Yeah.
then when I went to school and I talked to a few people, they were like, "Yo, I like that
I
episode
like
a lot."
that episode when I watched it. I enjoyed that one, even though
Really?
it was like
See,
even
there it
though
is.
it wasn't something like about not all people enjoy, but like I enjoyed it. It talked about some things and some like opinions that everyone should hear about.
Yeah.
And like different sides about it.
See, that's what I mean. So, one thing that I've learned by doing this so far, and we're up on episode 13, is that like some people, like I think something's gonna be successful or be boring or like be whatever. But first of all, before I even say that at all, I don't care what it is because it's literally like I said, just for the memories. You know, I don't care what somebody thinks about it right now. It's about us being able to look back on it in the future and be like, that was sick as fuck.
Yeah.
That's dope. And like, you can show their fucking kids. Imagine that.
I got a question for that.
Yeah.
Do you think every year on the same date you should do a podcast with the same person, like kind of like seeing how they're doing? I mean, it's probably not gonna be as long because right now you're explaining like everything, but like
Checkups, like a yearly checkup.
or maybe every 2 years, you know, like ask how that person's doing, see how they're doing, how's life going, you know what I mean? Like is that something you're gonna do, or is that just like
difficult.
I don't know if I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do that, but that's a fucking great idea.
that's a great idea? Okay.
That'd be
And
difficult.
like, if I'm in the future and I do want to do that, of course I'll do it.
Yeah. You better have me on again. I like
Of
this.
course,
This is
dude.
actually fun, bro.
If I get everybody on, of course I'm gonna get everybody on. Again, you know.
We need to have everyone just like bring their own mic, and then everyone gets in this room, have a group podcast.
That wouldn't work because this Focusrite deal, it's just like computer shit. But like you have to connect it really well. And,
Yeah.
like, the
Buy a
mics,
new
it's-
one.
It's annoying.
Buy
Do
a
you
bigger one
think-
with 2,000 ports on it.
There's one with 8. This is the only one that has 2, and I've been fucking. I think it's called Daisy rigging or dairy rigging, something like that. It's when you have like a splitter to another splitter to another splitter.
Tweaker shit.
Tweaker shit.
Do you
Tweaker shit.
think you would ever have my father on the podcast?
You know,
No,
I was in Margaret's room, one of the school counselors today. Not because I was going there for any reason. I was just in the office doing announcements today. Shout out to Britt Brown because it's his birthday today. That's why I
Happy
was in
birthday,
there.
Britt Brown.
Happy birthday, G. And I went in there and there was some like professor or some like doctor who was in there talking to Margaret. And Margaret was like, oh, yo, I'll give you his information. Like, he can hop on the pod. And like, I got his information. I'm like, yeah, sure. But like, that guy's not getting on the
No, that
pod.
guy's
He's
not
too
getting on the
old.
pod.
You
Yeah.
know?
I
feel
wouldn't
like-
say he'd
But-
be like too old, but like
It's not this right vibe of like the entire deal.
Teddy would talk about some controversial shit.
no, Teddy. I think
But Teddy could
would
totally
be
get
too,
on.
I feel like Teddy would be too like. I feel like he wouldn't follow your guidelines of a script. You know what I mean? Like the.
Nah, don't. Nah.
What do you mean?
I think we should just bring him
I'll
up
tell you
on.
later.
I think we
Okay.
should just bring him up on a Zoom call.
On a Zoom?
Yeah, just like
That
get
would
a
be
Chromebook,
great.
Put
That's
a Zoom
fucking
call,
great idea.
and then just like put him on the camera and have him talk about some fuck shit. I don't know.
No, have him talk
A special
about
guest for a second. Yeah.
Germany. Have him talk about Germany. How is his
Oh,
life in
the
Germany?
red
in
light
the
district.
military.
Y'all heard about that?
I did not know about that.
Red light district is like it's like you go into like this
It's a
checkpoint.
full nude thing, isn't it?
No.
I know what the red light
Oh.
district is. I didn't know he went to it.
Oh yeah, when you go into the military and you go into Germany, they take all the newbies there. And you
No
just,
way.
Like, you go over this bridge and then it's just a long strip of hotels on each side, and it's like a red light on the outside. It's all lit up, red light, and there's a woman standing in each window, and then like you can stop wherever, and it's like prostitution is legal there, so you can like they have to be tested,
Wow.
checked, everything like that. So
Yeah.
it's safe, and you have to use a condom, but like you just pick which one you want. And you just pay them, and you go at it.
Now, how much is it?
I want to move to Germany, guys.
And you can drink at 16. That sounds great.
Cool. I got a question for you.
Yep.
How many bodies do you have?
I'm not answering that question.
No, why would you?
No. Okay.
How many do you have, Hunter?
Uno.
That's. I don't know if I believe that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if I believe it if you say it again, but like, I thought you were just saying that.
Only one? No.
Okay.
See, I'll answer it. You answer it.
I'm not answering
don't
because
have
I
to.
don't.
See, why is that?
Don't cool answer it.
Drew just held up 0. That's why guys I have 0.
Yeah, Cole's
Hey,
You
know
never-
No,
what?
it's, I've never kissed a girl. Imagine.
Cole never has.
My bad.
No,
My
no.
bad, guys.
No, you're good. I just don't want to answer it on the pod, but I'll tell you guys later. You already know.
I see what you mean.
I'll tell you later. One thing, Hunter, special about you is you have a little bit of facial hair going. I'm a little jealous.
Do you like that?
I do like it.
Amish.
No,
So-
I fuck with it, dude. Don't let him hate you on you. I like it.
You had it a little bit at one point, and I actually liked it
Hmm.
because both me and you said we were like, yeah, we're gonna keep it, and then
Oh,
we
and then I-
both ended up shaving it
Oh.
because at one point I had a bushy beard.
Hmm.
It
Are
was-
you
it was
gonna grow
pretty
it
good.
back out again?
I think so.
Really?
I think for basketball season, I'm growing it all out, and baseball season.
Baseball, yes.
Baseball is
Basketball, too.
just for the shits, man.
Yeah, do it.
It'd just be funny, cause like I remember when I was a freshman, seeing these guys with beards, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, this is grown men.
Yes.
Like little 5'5" freshman me is like, he's got a beard. I think at one point I asked like a senior if I could touch it.
You creep.
Dude, people ask to touch my beard all the time.
See, you're switching deals.
Yeah, see?
Switching
Like,
roles.
they're like, can I feel it? And they're like, oh, it feels like pubes.
Okay.
Okay, Hunter.
Well, that's what that's kind
That's
of
what they
enough
say.
of that, enough of
that, to be honest, that's kind of what a beard feels like.
Yes, at this stage, yes.
Yeah. Why is that such a weird...
It's not that bad. I don't know why Keegan.
I don't know.
Keegan, stop talk to me when you grow facial hair. Right?
Wait. So the reason why I was asking that question is that you guys are twins. So can you grow it and he can't?
Yes.
You can't grow it. Why?
I mean, I can grow a little bit, but nothing like that. I get like hair on my chin. If I leave it for a while, it'll start growing out, like mustache. But it's not like fucking full blown
It's kinda
Amish
weird.
like that.
I've kind of noticed like
Amish.
where I grow hair, he really doesn't.
Who grows more armpit hair?
Oh, me.
No, I'd say me.
Compare
We're gonna compare.
right now. Let's compare. A little bit of.
Well, should we?
Oh my god, dude! I think that's. Oh, that was just a shadow.
You see that? Hey, you see that? Cool.
Yeah, you're a normal guy. I mean,
Normal.
okay, Keegan, take off the damn hoodie. Yeah, no, I used to, when all my friends were like,
Who's got more?
God damn, Keegan, you look yoked.
I'm not. Gonna
Hunter has more.
Hunter more. Say thank you.
Hunter has more. Yeah.
Yeah, Keegan's
fucking
is like
joke.
patchy. Keegan's like patchy. Mine's
I
just
shaved
thick.
one of them once.
He did for Jacob's birthday.
When was this
It
one?
was like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Just shaved it.
How much would it take you guys to shave off one of your eyebrows?
$10.
That's it?
No.
I'll give you $10 right now on the pod.
I do it up for $150.
I do it for
I
a
completely
grand.
shave it off.
A
That's more
grand.
reasonable. $150? Yeah, that's reasonable.
How much? How much
$250.
would I have to pay you, Cole?
To do it.
And this would be paying for everything to get done. Cut your hair, dye it.
Cole's already done that. He'd do it
Whatever
for
I
free.
want though. No, whatever I want though. Like if I want an anime chick on the back of his
Spider-Man.
head, then he's getting an anime chick on the back of his head.
Spider-Man.
You
Part
just
2.
have to trust me. You wouldn't know what you'd
I
be
think
getting.
I'd do it for $150.
$150. You wouldn't know what you'd be getting. You wouldn't know what color your hair would be. You wouldn't know how I'm cutting that.
No,
You do it for $150.
I'd be down though. Yeah.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Start GoFundMe.
Think about $150. You get you, Eddie, Keegan. That's $50 each. That's it.
Just start GoFundMe.
And that's only 3 people. Imagine you got 6 people. You got Rachel in there, Bella, or Liliana. 25 each.
25. Yeah, you're
25 each. That's it. And then you add a few more people. 17.50 each. Holy
Dude.
shit!
You get enough people, you can get it down to. You get 15 people, it's like $10 each.
Wow, that's true.
That is so weird.
And
maybe-
15 people would do that.
15 people would give $10 to have my haircut.
Easily.
100%.
Well, do it. I'll do it. $15 or 15.
$10.
$150.
You heard it here.
But
But I don't
but
know.
no eyebrows.
See, now
only
I
my
gotta
head.
think, like, if that happened to me, you paid me the $150. What would you do? What would you do to my head?
Well, I'd cut it short. So you can dye it and like make it look cool.
Yeah.
I-
Like your spider hair, kind of.
Yeah, you'd have to cut it short
Yeah.
so you can actually do designs in it. Or you could just leave it long and like.
I'd give you a bowl cut. That's what I've been thinking.
How long
about
would I have to
doing.
keep it? Well, I just have to like let it grow out.
You would have to keep it for 5 months.
I've been thinking about getting a bowl cut recently, or for like bowl cut and then like the ring on the bottom. I'd frost tip that, so it'd just be like a
What?
frosted tip ring. I'd look like Saturn or something like that.
That's sick as fuck.
That would be sick, but
I
a lot
think-
of people don't want me to get it.
I think what I'd do to you, Cole, is I would shave just the top, leave the sides as thick. I'd do a whole rainbow. Red, blue, green.
No,
Dude,
no
a
rainbow.
Gotta
rainbow
rep,
in the
gotta rep
back.
the pride.
Okay, I'm down. Whatever.
And then,
dude,
and
fucking
then, and then
2022.
I'd probably have them write support me.
Support me.
Support me.
I don't think you could get support me on there. I think
I
that's
think
too
you
long of a
could.
support me. You could get something like that same vibe.
Yeah, but
That'd be, dude.
going back to like the twin
Excuse
thing,
me.
me and Hunter were obviously fraternal, and I don't know. A lot of people said we looked alike growing up,
Yeah.
but we
Did
don't.
you ever get offended by that?
No, I never got offended because like I just didn't understand how people thought of that because like you had like blonde hair, like dirty blonde. I had brown hair.
Mm-hmm.
I have freckles, blue eyes. You
Really
have,
dark.
yeah, you've got brown eyes and shit like that. And we
I
just
got green eyes.
shut up. And we look like nothing alike. And people still sometimes get us mixed up. And it's
See,
just
I never really got offended. I got frustrated because people would do it to get in my head that I didn't care about. But when people mix us up like, oh, hey, Keegan, as I'm like not responding and they don't think to try, oh, his name's not Keegan. That's got to be Hunter. Like,
I know what you mean.
fucking idiots.
yeah, like they're idiots, man. Like who was it? One of the teachers did it for the longest time.
Baby.
Just kept calling me Keegan. And obviously, I'm not gonna be like you're a fucking dumbass to a teacher, and like it I don't know. It was funny, but I don't know. I feel like it's just not something that should be happening. If you were identical, I mean,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah.
We look nothing alike. Do you see any features of us that look alike?
Yeah, I could tell you guys are brothers for sure. Just the eyes, the eyebrow ridge, the
Facial structure is what I've heard.
yeah, the facial facial structure. It's similar, but it's not the same.
No,
And the noses look kind of similar.
I think
It's true.
I think Keegan and Calvin look alike. You see that?
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Henry and Calvin, they both looked hella similar. It's like the same deal. You can tell when brothers are brothers. Like,
Yeah.
like their entire makeup is like super
Drew
similar.
and Gurko. They look
100%.
They look a
They look-
lot
They look
alike.
super similar.
And-
really.
They could be twins.
Yeah.
I always mistake Dylan for Drew or Drew for Dylan, but that's not because they look alike at all. I don't know what
It's the name. It's the name.
It's the
They're
name.
too
It's the
close.
double D's.
It's double D's.
Double D's. You and your family
Well, no,
got
Drew.
stuff in common. It's double D's.
He's flipping us off.
Talk
Do you guys
about
think?
your
Do you guys think
mom.
you'll miss high
I'm
school?
kidding.
at all?
Yes,
I think I'll miss high
Yes.
school. I think I'll undoubtedly miss high school.
because I've heard so many stories of people losing all their friends. Just all friends gone, just going straight to work, and you're just friends are off to college, finding new people, new friends, or say you go to a different college other than your friends. Like, you're going to find new friends, and it sounds fucked up, but you're going to forget about your old friends. I wouldn't say forget.
But not like in a bad way.
No, but like gain more friends.
Well, yeah. When I moved from Tahoe to here, I got new friends. But that's
Yeah.
good because now I'm in this situation. I'm with you guys.
Yeah, do you
And-
ever talk to your old friends?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Ever?
see,
No, I
that's
don't.
that's what I'm scared of.
But that's the thing. You shouldn't be scared about that though, because that's just how life works.
Well, no, but if I'm not going to like, if I wouldn't be going to a college or anything like that, then I'm not really gonna find new friends per se, other than people I BS with at Safeway. Like that's
True.
because that's just most of the people I BS with are older people who
Yeah.
just love coming in there and just BSing, and like I don't mind. I like BSing with them because they have old people have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Great amount of knowledge. Like, not saying Britt Brown's old at all, but I'm
Britt Brown
saying
is 69 years old. He's pretty old.
He's
yeah.
wise.
He's wise. He knows a lot.
Yeah.
Both both Britt and your mother know a lot.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
know a lot.
I think
It's just
I
how
think
it
I would
works.
miss high school a lot. I mean,
How'd I get to
it's
that?
I don't know, but I like it.
I think high school is a thing that everyone looks back on in life. Like, even if it's good or bad, it's always just like, oh yeah, I remember that time. And like my dad, I asked him about high school. He's like, I don't fucking remember. It was like 80,000 years ago. And I mean, yeah, making new friends and losing friends is part of life, but there's some friends and friendships that I'd like to last a lifetime.
Hmm.
Like
What about
all
you,
of you
Cole?
guys.
What about me? What?
Like,
Fuck you.
no, go ahead.
No, I thought you was done with this point.
Yeah, I thought you were done with your point too. That's why.
I think I'll miss high school for sure. For sure.
Sorry.
You can continue talking if you want.
Yeah, you can. I just thought you were done with your
I'm
point.
good. I'm good.
Sorry, we thought you were done. But I will undoubtedly miss high school
Why is that?
because the same thing you're talking about. Like, you're with so many people at one time. I was just in my advisory, and I was with Bella, Rachel, just that. And then Bella was complaining. She's like, I hate this fucking place. Or she's like, I hate it here. Like, I want to go home or something. I'm like, you're going to, like, regret saying that. And she didn't, like, understand it. Or, like, she may have understood it, but she was like, I still want to go home. But, like, in, what is it, November right now, right? So, December, then we get out in June. We have 7 more months of school together.
Wow.
In our entire lives. 7 more months of school together. And yeah, some of us will like, go to college together and some of us will go off. But it's 7 more months of seeing each other every single day. Seeing each other in the weight room, passing each other in the hallways. Maybe not even saying what's up. But like the physical movement past each other every single day and just seeing, you know. It's like, you know, nothing extreme happened to him because he's here, you know. And if he's in the class or she's in the class, go up, say what's up. That's all gonna be gone, you know.
Are you gonna lose my contact when you go to college?
Why would I lose your contact if I'm going to college?
Well,
The reason
no,
why
I'm
I
not
cut
saying
off.
like just you, but like, would people just like forget about someone who stays in their hometown for a little bit? Are you guys just gonna like completely forget about me?
Well, stay in the hometown. No, it doesn't matter that you're in the hometown.
Yeah, no, I know, but like, would you all like go off to college and just be like, just completely forget about
I
me?
mean,
I don't think forget and like let's say you say it wasn't you, like it was some kid.
Yeah.
Like if it was some just the same in relationship or whatever, and I'm in college and I come home and like there has to be like a reason to keep it, you know? Because
Would
if you're buddies and you're in town and you're like, yo, let's hang out, then you're still homies with that person.
Yeah.
You might not text that person, but you're still homies with them.
Would you like send me a text, be like, hey, let's like go up in the woods or something?
Yeah, if we're down, if me and the yeah.
I got a story to tell about just this recently. So I don't know if Keegan even really knows about this, but well, he knows about what happened. So I recently got newer tires. Like I got new tires before those new ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
They were the wrong size. They're 29 inches. The ones I got out there are 31s.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically they're tiny. And that means that my axle is lower to the ground, all that. So I'm up Trask where there's no service. Like I'm 10, 12 miles up Trask. No service. I am so high centered on both my back and front axle. Thank God it was the day before elk season, because I went up to random strangers. Me, Liliana, and Dakota went up to these random strangers. Hey, can you come help us pull me out? And they couldn't end up they didn't end up pulling us out.
They didn't?
No, they couldn't. So me, Liliana, and Dakota, us three in the back of these strangers' cars, rode all the way to Tillamook into town.
How many minutes was that?
Oh, it's like a 45-minute drive.
Jesus.
Because once the gravel hits, we're 14 miles up. Well, I wouldn't say 14 miles up. We're up there far, and then the road is about 14 miles. So we're up there pretty dang far, and we're riding with strangers.
Yeah.
And if I was in that situation, if some kids came up to me like that, like I don't know who they are, I'd point a gun at them.
No, you would not.
No, you.
100%. It is no.
Why would you do that?
Jesus Christ.
Listen to this.
That took a turn. I think I would undoubtedly help them. No, I'd point a gun at them. Why would you point a gun at them?
If you can't see and you hear,
Like-
sorry. If you can't see and you hear people coming, and it's pitch black outside,
What time was it?
it's like 7 or 8.
Oh, okay, at night.
Yeah,
Okay.
at night.
Okay.
What would be your first reaction? What if it is?
Just turn on my fucking flashlight, not point my goddamn gun at them.
It's not like they have the flashlight right here. No, it's like
Yeah,
the closest thing to them would be a gun. Would you like?
I would think
I
a
wouldn't
phone,
point it at them,
a phone or
but
a
I'd
flashlight.
have it like with me.
Yeah, that's different.
There's so many stories of like this shit happening
And
and kids getting guns pointed to their head
because they're what? They're in the woods and they just
because they're in the woods at night, coming to some random person's house asking for help.
Oh, you went to their house?
No, it's like it wasn't a house. They were camping in their car because it was elk season.
Oh yeah.
And we go up there.
You knock on their window or something.
Yeah. Is that not sketchy?
I mean,
Okay, now that you explain it like
now that I explain it, that's
Yeah.
sketchy, right?
it's a little
different.
odd. It's like, why the hell are these kids out here? Good fucking Samaritans though. Shout out to them for real.
Go ahead.
Why? I don't think that's right. That like you'd point a gun. I feel like the closest thing someone would have in pitch black darkness would either be their phone, which has a flashlight on it.
But you're
Like if-
hunting.
Yeah, but like no, you don't hunt in dark. You don't hunt at 9 o'clock at
No,
night.
you were staying the night there. That's what people do up Trask. They spend the night up there.
Yeah,
for
but I
the
wouldn't
next
sleep
morning.
with my gun. I'd sleep with like my fucking.
If you're sleeping in the bed of a truck, where else is your gun gonna be?
I know, but like I feel like if someone knocked on my window, it would be. First thing is I'd turn on my flashlight.
Tweaker. First thing I would think tweaker.
Well, yeah, and I'd turn my flashlight and look, and if it's a
Coming to rob
tweaker,
me.
then I would shoot that motherfucker. But if it's like, if I'm going to turn on my flashlight and take a look before I just start whipping my gun out, you know?
Well, yeah, I know, but like, there's stories of this happening. Like I like Dakota. He has a story of his like best friend getting a gun pointed right at his head because of this.
Because he knocked on somebody's window.
No, at night coming up to someone's house.
I'd
Yeah.
matrix that shit. I'd dodge a bullet.
I get
No,
it.
but-
I get why someone might be afraid of it.
Yeah,
Because when you think
like-
about all the shit that's happening on just the world and just stuff, it's like you're in the woods, dark, and you come knock on somebody's car, 14 miles away from anything. I didn't know anybody was out here. Like that's sketchy.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
little sketchy.
But again, shout out to them because they actually helped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
So then I got the ride back.
Did you pay these guys or anything?
I think they had a little money. Like they were good with cash because I was like, I can give you guys gas money. They're like, no, you're completely fine. They were really nice guys. I am so appreciated of these guys.
For real.
And I call Jace, my stepbrother. He has this big Duramax, like 600 horsepower diesel truck to come pull me out. I was so stuck. He could barely even pull me out. He got like nose to nose with my truck and stepped on the reverse and tried to pull me out, and it pulled me out maybe an inch.
God.
I was so stuck on my axles.
How did you get off? You just kept
He
doing
just
it?
kept doing that. And I felt so bad because when he did that, he ended up not being able to see him backed up into a tree.
No. And he fucked up his truck?
Yep, fucked up his
How
truck.
bad?
Not bad, just his bumper. And I felt so bad because obviously I don't have the money to pay for that. If I had the money to pay for that, I wouldn't be in that situation. I would have a shit truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I felt so bad
Yeah.
because that's a shitty situation.
Just don't go mudding next time. Or
Oh,
at least-
I'm going mud. I'm still going mud. I still gotta take
Hey,
this guy.
we're going
mudding.
tomorrow night. We're going tomorrow night, dog. And Keegan's
Okay.
coming too.
I'm not coming.
Keegan's
Why?
coming.
Okay, at least
For
just
the
like
memes, dog. Come on.
at least have people on the ready. Cause like the other day you
I
didn't-
did. I had Park on the ready.
Okay, the other Parker's truck ain't gonna pull shit.
It pulled me out like a freaking train.
Again, Jace's truck couldn't.
Key and I was high centered.
Okay, I'm saying, like, just don't. The other day, when you and Liliana were like, it said you guys were at that one, like, some random person's house. Just at least, like, let
Oh,
people.
we were. I was lying.
You were?
Yeah, I was up in the woods.
Yeah, just let people know where you're going, like me or.
Well, if I
Matt-
let Dad know, he's gonna be like, "No, you can't
Okay,
go."
let
Task."
me know. I'm not a fucking narc. Like, or let Jace know or anyone.
Okay. The banter. No. You guys keep going. If you guys want to banter.
Just don't be an
Oh,
idiot.
no,
Just
no,
like
we
let
don't-
people know, like let people you trust. Like, I'm not gonna fucking narc.
Keegan, what
on
are you gonna do on your Nissan Murona if I'm?
I'm going to tell people. I'm saying like if you
Okay,
tell
but you don't
me-
know where I'm at up Trask. I don't even know where I'm at.
Well, that's great. Well,
Well, I know how to
Yes, you
get
do
back,
know.
but I don't know what the roads are called. It's not like I know it up Kilches, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
but if you at least said, "Oh, I'm going up Trask up this road," you know, it could send someone up there. Just text Jace without you having to fucking tap on some tweaker's car.
Yeah, that's probably true. I don't know. There's things I could do to have that not happen again.
Yeah,
And one's buying a $500 winch, but I'm not gonna do that.
just don't be an idiot. That's option 2.
That's true. But it's fun. Have you ever went mudding?
Yes.
Is
we're,
it fun?
We're going
It's
tomorrow
fun.
night.
We're
Keegan?
going tomorrow night.
Keegan,
I've got plans.
What, dude? Come on, take Maddie with us.
No, because
That's-
I gotta have
Hunter's
Liliana
night.
and Cole.
Come on, take your little Nissan.
Dude, that thing will die.
No, you'll actually be able to make it up to where the mud pit is. You
Yeah,
just,
take it up with us, and then we can just chill up there. Yeah, you're doing it.
you
come
gotta-
on.
Maybe.
No, do it. Just say yes, we can do
Hey,
it.
it's a maybe, bro.
I know.
Maybe means most likely.
Okay, hey, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be sick. All right, that's. Do you guys have anything else, or is that a wrap?
No, I think that's good.
Unless you got anything else, I think I'm good.
No. Shout out to y'all for coming. This is probably one of the best pods I've recorded.
I enjoyed it
because
a
I've just
lot.
felt so good and just we followed shit, but like we really just went into stuff, and I really folk with that.
It's a lot better. Than
I felt like
the
I
last
asked
one.
too many questions.
No,
Shut up,
you
Hunter.
did not.
But-
You did good. You did,
But I'm good.
Just a lot better than my first one.
here, do you guys want to do you guys want to put your Instagram out or anything or no?
Can you just like add that later? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I'll add
don't-
it.
I don't know.
Can you
it
add
on the
mine too?
spot.
Yeah, there's it is. The
I have a girlfriend. So yeah, no girls at me. I'll get in the doghouse.
and Keegan, do you have a girlfriend?
No girls add me. I'm fine with
Yeah.
where I am now.
There they are. Anyways, that was episode 13, Ins and Outs podcast. That was a wrap. One of the best episodes I've recorded by far. Really, not by far, but like
Is it the best? Is it number one? I need to
the
know.
number one feeling right now. I feel the best I've felt,
Okay.
but that's
Good.
not because the other ones have been bad. But I just feel good for some reason.
I feel good, but I feel like the first start of this pod was like not that great because it was just shit topic. Literally.
Shit topic, literally.
Literally.
I think people would find enjoyment in that.
I think people find it funny.
Okay, there it is. Episode 13. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you fucked with the pod. For real. See you guys.
So yeah.
So yeah.